Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. I am your whimsical DM, Victoria, and we're going to play some D&D tonight. Oh boy. But before we do that, we're going to do some announcements, and we're going to do a recap. So, Kristy, if you could be so kind as to please kick us off on those announcements, it would be greatly appreciated.
Good evening, and welcome to the show. Now, here's a word from our sponsors. Little Dragon Core is a Canadian-based dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. I mean, look at all these pretty dicey boys. Head on over to littledragoncorp.com and enter the coupon code BONUS for 15% off your order. That's BONUS. Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com. Also, big thanks to Syrinscape for the amazing atmospheric sounds and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download the Syrinscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets that are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. Go to Syrinscape.com to find out more. Thanks as well to Adrian Von Ziegler for providing some additional music that we use here on Thursday nights. He's a talented composer with great content usage rights, so go check out his YouTube and Patreon and support him if you can. Please check out our other games. We stream almost every day here at Probo. We have games for several of the major published 5e modules, as well as homebrew games, and some of our games feature systems other than 5e, like Star Wars, Power Rangers, and Alien. Come watch all of our VODs over on our YouTube. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for supporting Proficiency Bonus. And now, back to the show.
Thank you, Kristy, as always, for your awesome announcement reel. I sincerely appreciate all the work that you have put into that, as well as in our intro video. You're awesome.
Thanks.
Without further ado, I think it's time for a recap.
All right.
Is he back there? I see him now.
He's good.
Ink, if you could be so kind
Sure
to give
thing.
us a recap.
War.
Terrible war.
War never changes. Last time on the Wild Beyond the Witchlight, our group of Fey wanderers seem to be finding themselves rapidly approaching the end of a very long journey, carrying with them the broken pieces of both their memories and their selves from when they were younger, trying to get themselves whole again, and it has led to this. War in the realm of Yon. The Witchlight Coven has holed themselves up in the castle of Motherhorn, and the party has gathered all of their allies that they could to try and make one last assault on the witches that threaten the land of Prismere. With that being said, the vast majority of our troops fight in the field, with the party and a few of their chosen allies going through a secret tunnel revealed to them by the Briganox to enter into Motherhorn proper. Once inside, they met with one abandoned and cast aside member of the theater that is kind of the lair here in Motherhorn, a little puppet that gave a little bit of the lay of the land, and the party was then able to allow them to escape through the same passageway that they had entered, but not before getting too far into the castle proper were they besieged by some more of its defenders, animated props and shadows and all manner of nasty things. So it very quickly had become combat with the party fighting alongside their chosen allies. They know that they need to try and defeat the witches once and for all. They have with them one of the prophecies that they had been given at the beginning of their journey, that Endelyn had been trying so desperately to avoid, that she had foreseen her own death, that it would happen during an eclipse, and the party wondered how they could make that eclipse happen. We have sun and moon twins. We have props of the sun and moon. Is it enough for Dawn to just be the shining bright light of the sun and Ego to do a funky little dance in front of him? We don't know, but we're going to try, and that's the most important thing. The witches had their own plan as well, luring Ego as they slept in a dream to offer them promises of power and acceptance into the coven in exchange for calling off the attack. But Ego saw through their deceptions and claimed that if they were making such bold decisions to offer them in a trade, then they must be desperate, choosing instead to stand by their friends. And now they're getting beaten in the head by a big plaster mold, along with everybody else, as chaos ensues and combat continues. But that is where we would have to pick it up, Victoria. Which means it's time for the serious music.
Yep.
Damn, I was muted. Thank you very much for that. With that, Ink and Kristy, you may have D6 Bardic Inspirations, and Graph, you may have just regular inspiration for your contributions to the stream as our recapper and announcer and DJ roles. So yeah, when we get back to our little combat, we're at the top of the round, and there are a bunch of animated objects here that you guys are tussling with. So we're gonna go right back to the top. And I believe I had the animated objects going at initiative count 20. So I'm gonna start off with them. And they're gonna try to beat guys up. So, the gate. Let's see. The gate is going to try to slam into Aurum. This here. This guy. Does a 14 hit Aurum?
No.
Okay. Next, the coffin is gonna try to hit Aurum.
You got big things trying to hit you.
Does a 17 hit Aurum?
That is my armor class with bark skin.
Okay, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as this coffin slams down onto you. This stovepipe is gonna try to beam Saoirse in the head. I don't think a 9's gonna hit.
Surprisingly, considering how low my AC is, no, that does not hit.
No, it does not. This stuffed golem is going to shuffle over and also try to hit you. Does a 10 hit?
No, my AC is 12. Wow, I got really lucky.
Yeah.
This stuffed boar is going to try to gore Dawn.
Oh boy.
Wait, I actually... No, this isn't gonna hit. I thought for a second it would, it's not. 21.
Nope.
No. This wedding cake is going to try to jump on Ego's head.
I was gonna say, that one's me.
Does a 17 hit?
I'm blade singing, so no.
Okay. And then the Elf King statue is also going to try to get you. That's another 17. So.
Dodge.
Thank you for those rerolls, Michael.
Oh. Yeah.
Are they for us or for her?
One
Both.
for me and one for the players. So yeah, we have oh yeah, we got a lot of chat rewards there at the top of this window. Nice.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Yeah, so you guys have proficiency bonus, D6, D8, D10, D12. You got 5 player rerolls. I've got 4 rerolls. So yeah, you guys have a bunch of resources for when you need them.
We're all gonna be throwing a bunch of chat rewards at each other when we fight these witches.
Please God help me. Yeah. Let's see.
You're our allies too, audience.
These guys are dead. Clover, you are up. You guys are basically left with a bunch of animated objects that are just trying to beat the crap out of you guys. What would you like to do?
Ego's kind of surrounded.
A little bit.
What do I got available?
Aurum, you are on deck. Ego, you are after Aurum.
Okay.
And these are constructs, right? Like they're not.
Yes.
Are they technically creatures?
They are. So their creature type is a construct. What are you looking to do?
I'm
'Cause
just
I
wondering-
think they're technically still a creature. They're just a construct, but it depends on what you're.
I was just wondering if like a necrotic damage would even work on something like this because it's not alive.
I think necrotic, you can necrotize all sorts of things, even
I
if it's
guess.
like inorganic.
The
Yeah.
one thing that you guys
All
I
right.
think have figured out as of last time because Aurum's abilities do force damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, then never mind.
I haven't hexed anything yet, I don't believe. So
They actually
Okay.
do psychic.
Okay, if they do psychic, Aurum, you would have figured out that these things don't take that damage.
Okay.
no brains.
Are any of the ones by Ego hurt?
Yes.
Yeah, I was stabbing a couple of
You were
these.
stabbing him?
The Elf King statue is almost crumbled to bits. The
All right.
wedding cake is crushed. The stuffed boar is has a couple little tears in it, but it looks like mostly okay.
Okay. I will try. Yeah, I'll try. I'll try that Elf King Toll the Dead. So I'll need a
Okay.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, not the wisest creature. That's a 9 minus 4, so
Oh
5.
shit! Okay, so that's 2d12 then if it's damaged.
Is there a plus or is it just the dice?
It's just the dice.
Okay. As long as you can roll over a 3, you're good.
Yeah, that's a. Come on. Yeah, that's 18.
Okay.
I rolled really good.
As this cat purring emanates out, the vibrations of it are so targeted onto this plaster statue of this elf king that the rest of the plaster that's there just immediately disintegrates into dust, and the elf king is no more. Is there anything else that you would like to do on your turn?
Good question. Do I have any bonus actions? No, I think I'm gonna fly over here just to get a better overall view of what's happening, and that is my turn.
Alrighty. Aurum, you are up. Ego, you're on deck. After that is Saoirse.
I'm gonna punch this thing twice.
The gate?
If
Yeah.
that one's the gate, yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 14 and a 10, so that's 25 and a 21.
Okay. Hold on. Where did the gate go? Oh god. Hello? Okay, sorry. So 25 was the first one?
Yeah.
That'll hit. And then what was the second one?
21.
Also against the gate?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
Okay. Oh my gosh. One on both damage die. 18 points of damage.
Do you want to like add? I mean, there's no reason why you couldn't take one of the little D. Well, I guess maybe you want to save those. If you wanted to take
I'm
one of
saving
those little D things. Okay, so what was the damage on that?
It was 18 total.
Is any of that psychic?
No, that I didn't roll the psychic.
Okay, yeah, cool. All right, yeah, that you like just lash out and like probably grab a couple of the bars and just like rip them off. The gate definitely didn't like that. It's looking less like a gate and more like an opening.
I'll punch it one more time. That's a 29.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
12 points.
Oh, there's like 2 pieces of metal left on this gate and it's like wobbling. It looks like it's almost completely destroyed.
Cool.
And anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, it's my turn. I'm gonna stay right here.
Alrighty, Ego, you are up. Saoirse, you're on deck. Then Dawn.
Alrighty. Well, I got a cake that and it's not my birthday, so I don't want it here anymore. So I would like to try and do a stabby stab, but I'm going to do a green flame blade attack.
Yeah, get him.
A 24.
That will hit.
Alright. Green flame blade, you're gonna get a 8 of fire and a d8 of piercing. So it is 5 fire damage and let's see, and then 9 piercing damage.
Yeah, and with that, this what is it? This
is the
plaster
cake?
wedding
Yeah.
cake yeah, I had to look up, is it real or it's plastic. This plaster wedding cake that's on this little table just lights up in flames and then like the table itself starts to like burn. And it is destroyed. Goodbye, little
Wonderful.
wedding cake.
Yeah, I kind of like I hop my little legs up on the and push off of the wall behind me and just stick my rapier straight out and slice through it for a nice little roll, and I will move over to this next prop with Dawn. Oop,
That is the stuffed boar.
move over to this next prop with Dawn and try and flank it for a second attack.
Yeah, do it. You can roll with advantage.
Also a 24.
That will hit.
And that one will receive, max damage, 12 piercing.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, as you stab your blade into this stuffed boar, you hear it like makes this weird, like scratchy squealing noise. And all of this like stuffing just begins to pour out of this cut that you expertly made in its side. And the boar's not looking so great either. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No, I would like to use one of our little allies.
Yeah,
Ally.
go for it.
I would like to use an ally action because I got those kids. I got those getaway gang kids.
You do have the getaway gang.
I'd like them to help out with Aurum's punches, so I would like them to use slingshots are cool. And
They
shoot
sure
it.
can. All right, so you can roll a d20 plus 4 to try to attack one of the things that's bothering Dawn.
All right, I like wave with my rapier like I'm calling for like a line of archers.
Yeah, and
I
all
poke
of the
at that
kids,
guy.
all the kids like line up and they're like aiming their slingshots, and then Will of the Feywild like waits for your command and is like fire.
It is a 9 on the d20, so it's a 13.
Are you going for the gate that's up here or the coffin that's down here?
The up there, the gate.
Unfortunately, it's a metal gate. It has a very high AC. So that one
That's okay, kids.
does not hit.
That one was real.
They're warming
You didn't
up.
know that. That's okay. Load your metal balls, not your rocks.
Yeah, so unfortunately
Not your
that will
acorns.
miss.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's me.
Alrighty. Saoirse, you are up. Dawn, you are on deck.
Saoirse is going to cast Primal Savagery. And she's going to slash at this little guy here to her right.
Okay.
There's
the stovepipe looks pretty well put together, and then there's a stuffed golem down here that looks like it's falling apart. Are you going for the golem?
the one on the bottom, the one
Okay.
that's to her right, the golem, yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
So that is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that's super gonna hit.
So that's 5, 6, 7 damage.
Okay. Yeah, this golem, all of like the canvas fabric that's been painted to look like rotting flesh is just like peeling off of it. It's hanging on by a thread, quite literally, but it is still standing. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, that's it for now.
Okay. Dawn, you are up.
I am in fact up, and he did the work of flanking this guy for me, so I'm going to follow through and make an attack at advantage.
Yeah, do what you gotta do.
I just realized I don't have any of my dice near me, so I'm gonna have
That's
to use
crazy.
my online dice. So they better not let me down. This next attack is going at Ego.
Excuse you?
Oops. Well, I have advantage, so 12.
Lucky for you, it has an AC of 11. So you hit.
There we go.
One-handed. So 6 slashing damage on the first attack.
Okay. Yeah, so with that, like part of its head is cut off and there's just all this stuffing falling out. This one's also hanging on by a thread.
I will take my second attack then. This time I'll do it correctly at advantage. Yay, not 20. I'm not
Okay.
gonna right though, so that would be a waste.
Yeah. So this thing has 4 hit points left. I don't think it's possible for you to like roll below that on a crit.
Yeah.
So you just carve up this stuffed boar like it's a Christmas ham, except it's just stuffing. And instead of a delicious ham, it just falls into a pile of fluff and boar fur. And it is dead. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yes. I will move right here. But I'll also use the little group action from the pack of blink dogs. The hunting hound strike on the guy in front of me.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. So the hunting hound's strike is d20 plus 5.
Yes, I will be rolling that now.
That will hit. I also don't think it's possible. Yeah, so they have a baseline of +4. The minimum you could roll is like 8 damage. This thing has 4 health. So the blink dogs, you command them, you're like, sick 'em. And like a pack of police dogs, they just swarm this golem and like lock onto it and just start ripping pieces of it off.
Perfect.
And it is also no more.
Alrighty.
Anything else?
Double kill.
Nope. That should be everything from me.
Okay, then that brings us back up to the top of the order. So the remaining animated objects are going to go. First up is going to be the gate, and it's going to try to smack Aurum. 23 to hit. Why can't I get that against Dawn?
You only ever hit me.
I literally only
I
ever
just
hit
want you to
like,
know.
It's actually so crazy.
Even when I'm using bark skin, you only ever hit me.
I'm
It's
sorry.
Crazy. It's crazy.
I'm
I think it's fine.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage from that one.
Oh, favorite one.
And then the coffin.
Is it Aurum
Are you okay?
HP, or is it future lay on hands healing?
The next one is only a 15 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Hey, okay, so the coffin tries to slam down on you again, but you get bonked by the gate and it actually pushes you out of the way just in time so that the coffin just slams onto the ground. And then we have the stovepipe, and stovepipe is going for Saoirse. That's a natural 19. So that's a 23 also to hit.
Ooh.
You hit someone else.
I know, I hit Saoirse.
It's crazy.
It's not hard to do. You just have to roll above a 10.
So Saoirse takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage as a metal pipe just like clangs into the back of your head.
Oh, I'm starting to remember why I hate this place.
Sorry, I knew it was in there. I had to get it. With that, it'll be Clover, then Aurum, then Ego. Clover.
How's the metal gate looking? Is it hurt at all?
There's like two bars left on it.
All right, I'll toll the gate and see what happens. I'm gonna purr at the gate and make it vibrate.
A wisdom save?
Yeah.
That's an 8.
That's a fail. Hooyah. Oh my god, it's
money.
so
Big
laggy.
Money.
So laggy. Oh yeah.
You guys can't see it, but there's like literally dozens of tokens on this map right now that I pulled in case I needed them. So it's probably like everyone's computer is fighting for dear life.
I just have so many tabs open, so it doesn't help.
Yeah, the vibration of this purr causes the gate to just explode into a couple metal bars, and it is also no more.
Cool, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Next up is Aurum. And then Ego, and then Saoirse.
Alright, I rolled a 27, and then I rolled a 15 to hit the coffin.
Both of those hit.
Cool. 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Woof. All right, yeah, you like rip the door off, the little like lid off of this door. Lid off of this coffin. I feel like a coffin. It doesn't have a door; it's a lid. And then you like just start ripping some of the like stuffing that's out in like the little cushioned like part where this thing is also barely holding together.
I'll throw my third bonus action punch.
It is a door if you're a vampire, Iris. That's exactly right.
It's another 15.
That's its AC, so you hit.
12 points of bludgeoning damage.
And with that, I feel like you just pick up the whole coffin and just like slam it into the ground. Like just fully, and it just shatters. Anything else you'd like to do?
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Ego, you're up. Saoirse's on deck, and then Dawn.
All right, well, let me see if I can scoodle my boodle over here and help out Saoirse as I go for a green flame blade stab on, what is this prop again?
It is a 4-foot-long crooked stovepipe.
Yeah, let me see if I can do anything about a crooked stovepipe real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. That's going to be a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Alrighty, I will do the piercing first and then the fire separate. That is 8 piercing.
Okay.
And then a D8 fire for 8. 8 fire.
Okay, so minus 16 total. Yeah, you stab right through the stovepipe a couple times there, just pew pew pew, and this fire begins to like start to melt the metal. The stovepipe is still hanging on, not looking much like a stovepipe anymore.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, with it all heated up and ready to be cut up into tiny pieces, I will do an extra attack.
Yeah. Get him. That will hit.
5. We're getting closer. We're getting closer to a crit. Okay. So this one would be an additional 9 magical piercing damage.
The stovepipe is barely hanging on.
All right,
Barely.
kids. Redemption arc. I want you to light this pipe up.
All right, roll d20 plus 4.
15.
Unfortunately, that is the metal inanimate objects have a very high AC. So they're melting it, but it's just like ping, 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 and bouncing off.
That's okay. You're accurate. You're accurate. You're consistent. I mean, you're technically missing, but you're consistent.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn.
Alrighty. Saoirse, you are up. Dawn, you are on deck.
Saoirse vengeance.
We're gonna keep scratching at it. Eventually, it's gotta, it's gotta work, right?
Yeah.
It's cocked. All right. Oh, well, that's a 19 on die, so that should help do it.
That will. Yeah, its AC is 19. This thing has 1 hit point left.
Okay, well, I rolled really good, so it's definitely getting
It's
shredded by my
shredded.
claw. Oh my god, that would be the worst sound, is like these large, nasty claws just shredding metal pipe.
Yeah, no, it's not great. It
sounds very bad. It hurts.
Clover
my
covers her ears
goes
like, no.
He goes like, "Ooh, it's so shrill. I love it."
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not great. But you just like grab it and just rip it straight in half, and your talons just like are screeching against the metal, but it is no more. Huzzah. And with that, we are out of combat for the time being.
Okay.
Where are we?
So, so I'll go over the description of this room because it's like been a hot second, but this seems to be some sort of like cavernous underbelly within the castle. There's a forge, there's all sorts of wood that is like partially like sawn. I don't know what the past tense version of that word is. And like partially worked, all kinds of daub and paint on like wooden backdrops, and like clothing, and just a ton of props. For the characters who may have had experience in their lives with like acting, or maybe they were in like theater class as a kid, this seems like the place where whoever works here or is imprisoned here makes props, preps costumes and things like that. Definitely like a working space. And you did notice that the last time, you couldn't really do anything about it, but last time you were in here, or last session when you entered this room, there's a tiny creature chained to a hooded lantern on a tabletop that was using a stick of charcoal to sketch something onto a piece of parchment at unbelievable speed, and he had a little wispy bulb of light fluttering next to him. And he is right over where Clover is there. And as like the chaos started to break out, he kind of like went and hid behind the lantern, and it's just like super teeny tiny little guy just like peeking out at the group of you.
When I say I'm just a little guy, this is what I mean.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use some of the ointment, the Keegan's ointment, to heal myself, because I'm kind of rough at the moment.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you want me to heal you?
Let's see how I do after this, so you don't have to use a spell slot.
All right.
Yeah.
And for like additional context, because you would see like entrances and exits, there are doors over here. Shift ping that. There is some sort of a staircase over here. There is some sort of like a little hallway that comes down over here.
I think I'm good.
And
I'm good. You don't need to heal me. That brought me up to full. That was really good.
Let's see. And there's like some sort of like wooden platform that seems to like be connected to a framework with like a little hole in the ceiling up over here.
Oh, like a little lift or something. Well,
Mhm.
let's see about this little guy.
Yeah, you want to go over to the little guy?
Yeah. Is he like, now that the fighting is done, is he peeking out or is he staying hidden?
He's like peeking out because he doesn't really know what's happening, and it seems like you guys were fighting some of the beings that might like live here and be at the behest of the hag. So he's like nervously peeking out, but also you guys are very strong, and he's like a little guy. So he's just like kind of like nervous. If you walk over to him, he like looks at you wide-eyed as you walk over.
You.
Me?
Yes.
Please don't. I don't want to get stabbed with green fire, please.
Well, are you going to attack? You didn't attack us.
No, I don't attack. I'm just an architect. I'm an unwilling architect. My name is Golmo.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Ego.
Hi, Ego.
So, you're like a prisoner?
Yeah, I promise I'm not, none of this is, he points to like the little, like, charcoal drawings that are clearly like blueprints, all around him. This is not, I'm not doing this because I want to. Endlin kidnapped me, and she's been making me design contraptions. I promise I'm not lying.
And he's chained?
Yeah, he's like chained to a lantern.
So,
Can I-
Ego, oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to be nosy and look at what he's drawing while you're conversing.
Yeah, if you go over and you flip through, there are just like scores of parchment, like loose parchment here, and all kinds of drawings for strange contraptions on them. You can see that there's one that seems to be, like this strange, like winged contraption that sort of looks like a bird. Some of them seem to be like interesting articulated parts for like almost like animatronics that you would have in a stage play.
Oh no, it's Five Nights at Freddy's. We're gonna die.
Puppet master.
Oh no.
Well,
yeah,
not
like there's,
she is, but...
and there's some that seem to be like these like very large, elaborate, what is the word for, it's like an astrolabe, like those like big like,
Oh, yeah.
Or
like the-
orrery.
orrery, yeah.
It's an orrery.
Yeah, there's like drawings of like orreries and all kinds of things like that. Yeah, like it's all kinds of stuff for all kinds of uses.
Do you just draw them, or do you make things too?
I mean, I just draw the plans. Endlin, if she wants something made, I can kind of plan out. Like if she tells me what she wants to do, I just kind of plan it, and then she'll make the goblins or the shadows or the darklings build it, or maybe if she has some actors imprisoned and they're not doing a good job, she might force them to build stuff. I can build things. I'm just really small. I can move really fast though.
Can you make a contraption that makes an eclipse?
with the orrery?
I mean, maybe I might be able to. What do you, when you say like makes an eclipse? Like for a play, or?
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to be that big, right? I'm looking at Ego. I don't know.
Not necessarily. But then I'm gonna look back at him and I'm gonna be like, and anyone that is working for the hags, and I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade on my rapier, and I look at him very intensely, and then I stab the chain with it and go, involuntarily is a friend of ours.
He like kind of like falls back on the table and is like breathing like so rapidly you can barely even see like the movement of his like chest. And he's like, "Oh, they're gonna stab me. Thank you. I want to go home.
I just
I'm
Sorry.
a Grimlock. I'm gonna. She kidnapped me. So I think I'm gonna go back to the mine. Maybe, I don't know. Do you need the? I mean, I can do the eclipse right now. Just don't chain me up. Don't put me in the lantern.
You're
You
good.
could
There's
go-
a hallway.
there's an inn back there. That's where the medical camp is. It's safe there.
But if we
Well-
need them to build the contraption, we can't have them go too far.
That's true.
Does the orrery have a depiction of a sun and moon?
Let me double check. No, not necessarily. Well, you know, in the art that they provide, it does. But I think the way that the arms are like set up, it doesn't have the ability to like shift and make an eclipse.
Okay, yeah. It's not manipulatable. Yeah.
No, and as a reminder, you guys did pick up you found like a giant like prop.
We did,
moon.
yeah.
Yeah, it's on my it's on my
On your
floating
disc.
right now.
Yeah,
I
I'm just
think-
thinking if we can find something that's more handheld, be like, look, Eclipse.
I think we're probably going to have a showdown with Endolin in the theater. In which case, if we can hook this up beforehand, I think that's the best way.
Well, I mean, I hold on a second. And he like lays back and just passes out, and
Oh,
Oh,
just like immediately is snoring like very quickly, like.
oh, he's having a
he's
super
having a
sound
sim.
sleep.
He's having a sim sleep. He's Sims on fast forward.
Yeah. Okay, I'm rested.
Shit,
Hold on.
must be nice.
Yeah, did you get a long rest?
Yeah, I feel a lot better now.
Oh my
Could
God.
you help me? Could you pick up some of these papers? I need to do something. It's kind of important before I
Yeah?
leave or work or there's that fireplace back there.
Uh huh.
Throw all the papers into it.
All right.
I don't
All of
want
them?
I don't want Endolin to get any of these designs. I don't know
Well,
what
no,
she's got
wait.
planned for them.
Wait, some could
No.
help us though, right?
They haven't been built yet, right?
They haven't been
No,
built.
but I don't want the plans to. I don't want her to ever get a hold of them.
What
And
kind
she
of
only
stuff
wants
is it?
There's all kinds of stuff to like she had me build a contraption that transformed people. She helped me. I planned it for her, and it transforms people into something horrible. Like it just it just takes their body, it turns them into a little mask. And she
Well,
had
we
me
can
help her
burn that one for sure.
build a giant orrery where she can see tragic futures. And she helped me build her ornithopter, and she flies around on it now and rains down terror from above. She has lightning rods that power everything, and she, you know,
Lightning
like,
rods? How am I
throw
gonna shoot her with a lightning bolt if she has lightning rods?
yeah, she can like harness the lightning to like power a lot of the contraptions and do other horrible things. So I just
Well-
really don't want her to have these.
But do any of these like blueprints have means of like a failsafe, like a disable point? Like would these help us figure out how to disable those rods?
Well, I don't really build things that are designed to break. I don't design things that break. But I mean, I could maybe tell you about them, and maybe then you figure out a way to break them that I didn't think of. But I don't build things with the intention of them breaking, because I'm a really good architect.
I mean, understandable. If you're gonna do something against your will, you might as well do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah,
you
like,
make-
you know, I have to do my best, even if I'm here unwillingly.
No.
Can you make us sleep like you just slept?
Let me check.
Oh yeah, you got a power nap seminar.
Power nap seminar.
Well, usually we can distort time like just around us. We can't really affect like other people or like other people's stuff. So it's really just like for me.
What if
That's really cool.
What if like a bunch of Briganox all held hands in a circle around us and slept?
I don't know if that would work.
It's okay.
If you have something magical and you're gonna give me a little bit of time, maybe I can take some magic power and like put it into something and try to make you rest, but it could also make you really tired because I haven't really like taken the time to catch up.
Long rest or exhaustion.
Just a word of caution, like sleep curses or sleep spells. I think I personally am uncomfortable with the idea of sort of rolling the dice on that. But
Fair.
Well, we have like a lot of rerolls, so I mean we.
Oh god damn it! It's funny. It feels like luck is a little twisted right now.
It can become a little more permanent than you're hoping for. So just proceed with caution, I guess.
I'm okay. I could stay up regardless. If you guys need a nap, I can keep watch. I'm okay now.
I'm good to go.
You're hurt.
Yeah.
Well, if one of you is dying, I could help you not die, but you'd still be passed out. Like I could stop you from like bleeding out.
It's okay. I'll walk up to him and I'll give him 10 points.
Wait, hold on. I don't.
I think you mean spare the dying, stabilize you.
Yeah, I can do that.
I didn't want anybody to waste anything on me. I just thought if I could sleep fast.
I don't think we have the time. I don't think we're gonna be able to sleep.
We're not gonna be able to get a sleep fast right here. At least I don't think so. So 10 points of lay on hands to you.
We might be able to sit down for a bit. You could do like a short rest maybe, and roll some hit dice.
Well, I think with the 10 points, I think I'll be okay for at least the next fight. But if I get hit some more,
I can heal you as well.
Let's.
Do we need a break? For a quick break?
I don't need it. I
really don't need one.
No,
I'm talking to Vic out for the stream.
If you want to RP amongst yourselves for like 2 minutes, because then that will work, and I will be right back.
Okay.
Clover, have you had any thoughts about my title yet?
Thoughts about your title?
Oh yes, no. I asked Clover to help me think of a title.
Oh.
When I become a proper archfey.
Oh.
What, you have to have like a special name or something?
Yes.
Like, can you give me an example?
Well, my father has a lot of names, and so does my mother. Iris needs to look up the names specifically really quick, because I forgot all of them. My mother is the vernal mistress, the guiding flame, the lamb of Imbolc, wellspring of life, her cleanliness, the wild blackthorn, queen of virgins, poetess of the flowers, the sunwise wellspring, and the healing smith, for example.
Oh wow!
Honestly, I could not keep up with a word you just said. That was a lot.
My father has fewer. If that helps, I could give you his.
Yeah, give it to us.
The Watcher on the West Wind, the Swan King, the Lord of Horses and Butterflies, and his gentleness.
He gets horses and butterflies?
Wow.
Yes.
That's
Those are very different animals.
That's a pretty
You
range.
said that before, actually, Don, the last time I informed you all that he's the Lord of Butterflies and Horses, and I still disagree that they're very different. But I think we're just going to have to agree to disagree on that point.
I guess. I don't see anything that they share in common.
How about to really stick it to your
It should be something that's like intrinsically like you.
Yeah, so to stick it to your curse, how about like the not sleeping beauty?
Oh, the unsleeping beauty.
Unsleeping beauty. Oh, that's so good.
The ever-waking beauty. You are
beautiful.
Oh,
thank you. That's very kind of you.
The caffeine queen.
Sign me up for that one.
The hyperactive one does also seem to work.
Interesting.
I really like the unsleeping beauty, actually.
The unsleeping beauty really fits.
You don't want to sleep. And I believe that people would describe you as beautiful.
I don't mind sleep just in as a general concept. I just don't want eternal slumber to be sort of my... Although I don't have to worry about that anymore, so that's good.
Yeah, but if you're the unsleeping beauty and you speak it into existence, because that's how it works here, you won't go to sleep.
Well, yeah, that would be the ideal situation. But the good news is that if I do fall asleep, Sam is contractually obligated to find a way to wake me. So it won't be eternal any longer.
It
probably.
might. That is a scary amount of power that you've given him. He's gonna do some.
Oh no, we worked out the details of that. Believe me.
Understood.
It might take a while though, judging on who you're up against.
Of course. I didn't say it would be quick, but it won't be eternal, and that's kind of the most important factor here.
All right. Well, that's my running suggestion then. So back to saving Prismere.
Sorry, guys. The tasty drinkies for my recovering sore throat surely did betray me, and they will again probably in like an hour.
That's okay.
So Golmo will. Oh, go ahead.
I wanted to ask him if he knows how to get to the dungeon. I think that we should try and get everyone out of the dungeon.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, there's well, okay, so there's there's like a couple different places where people kind of like are forced to stay. But there is a prison. The prison is up and then up again.
Oh, normally they're down.
It's in the town. Oh, well, this is the bottom. So she has this whole bottom area because this is the understage, and there's those big doors over there, and he points to these two very large doors here. And then that's how she gets like big props up onto the stage because there's cranes that can lift them. But then there's also the elevator for like the little stages. But then past that, that's usually where the goblins all stay, like past the elevator. They're kind of like, I don't know, she's keeping their kids and stuff, so they're kind of just here. I don't know that they're prisoners or if they just kind of are looking for something to do. But that's where the goblins are. But the prison, you have to go up and then up into the tower. And it's up in the tower, I think.
Okay. That's a lot of really good information. So we know if we wanted to get the moon, we'd either have to go through the double doors or I'd have to shrink it first and send it up the elevator.
Yeah, well, just, I want to talk to... Charmaine's really mean, and she has all the keys to, like, stuff like that, so she probably has the key to the prison.
Okay.
Or, like, the cells.
All right, because I was going to say I do have a means of opening a few locks, but keys save me having to use magic. Though I really like using it, I need to save it for shooting lightning bolts at witches.
I could also probably open a lock, but that's a long story.
Where would this meanie be?
Well, usually Charmaine is down here, and she usually, will, stuff me into this lantern if she doesn't think that I'm doing enough work. I don't really know where she is now because Endolin, summoned her and said that something really big was happening. And she was, kind of mad because she wanted to have her stage debut. So she left. But I think she's upstairs somewhere. I don't really know. The door to the prison is weird. Just so you know. I don't really know, how it works.
Okay.
Weird how?
Well, they just said they don't know how it works. Well,
there's I don't know, Charmaine knows how to open it, and she knows where the key is. And Stage Fright probably also knows how to open it too. but like it doesn't have any. It doesn't have any features. Like it's just a door with nothing. It's just a plain. I don't know.
Interesting. Well, that's okay. We're gonna figure it out. We've been figuring out a lot of things. So, is there anything else that you think it's important to tell us as we make our way through this castle? Otherwise, you can escape. Fine. Do you know the secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel.
If you go back through there in the way that we opened up, you'll eventually get back to the other Briganox.
Yeah, there's like a secret tunnel to escape. It's been like, I don't know, less than 30 feet away from you this whole time.
He was chained up.
Wow, being a Briganox is great. Briganox are so smart. I can't believe they built that secret tunnel, and they were really secret about it because I didn't know.
Can't you also like swim through the rock?
Can I swim? Well, I mean, like I can like meld into it. Sorry. Like I can like if I need to like hide because like something's coming to like try to get wish stones or something, I can into the stone. But when you're chained to a lantern and you can't move more than like a couple inches from the lantern, it's a little bit hard to do that.
We understand, you were imprisoned, but is there anything else that you can tell us about the castle, or otherwise, we're not gonna fight you. Obviously, you can just go.
That's good. I don't really know what would happen if I tried to fight you. I'd probably get squished because you have really big feet. I'm sorry.
I'd more than likely skewer you like a little olive with a toothpick, but with a sword.
Ego.
Sorry, but I'm not going to do that because I'm nice and helping people. But like, if I was going to, I would do that. That's how I would do it.
Well, there's kind of a lot. So there's like the main stage is like right above here, and that's like where Endlin has all of her like really big performances. But there's also a shadow puppet theater. I wouldn't go in there because it looks like it's empty. But then one time Charmaine took me in there and put me in the lantern, and all of the shadows got up and started scaring me.
Oh.
So I would, if you come into like a little theater, I would just like maybe not go in there, because it's not great. And then I think near that's kind of near her library, and then I think she has the contraption that turns people into masks right near that too. But her orrery of tragedies is also it's like up in the tower. I think it's actually near the prison too. Okay. But don't touch it, okay? It is live electrical powering stuff. There's lightning, and if you touch it,
it's a live wire. Got it.
It's very electrical.
Oh
is
no!
Is that the thing that's controlling, or is that just electrical itself?
Well, is it on the grid or is it the battery?
There's I don't know if you have seen there's like lightning rods that are all over the mountain ranges here, and the lightning hits them and then it travels across all of them, and then it hits the orrery, and that helps to power the orrery. So the orrery is kind of a battery, but it's also kind of
a storage.
Machine.
Got it.
It's the machine, and she can read futures in it, but only if they're tragedies.
Yeah, it's the end point of the electricity. It's
got it.
She's harnessing all of the storm for the device.
She also has lightning rods that help to power some of her like stage, like all of her everything for that. Like she has special lights and things, but there's lightning rods kind of like around that too, because it's open.
Okay. That's a lot of info.
Just another quick question. Is the machine itself magical, or is it just her channeling through it that's magical?
Well, it's an arcano-mathematical contraption that I designed using specific geometry that aligns with planetary placement, and also geographical locations of the Feywild in relation ethereally to other planes, to specifically channel tragic futures that are possible that she can then interpret and read.
It's magic. It's magic.
What language were you speaking?
When the lowest intelligence and the highest intelligence person are both equally confused on what's going on.
It's magic, but it's also math. It's like, it's geometry. It produces prognostications based on specific alignment of celestial
what
bodies.
does that word even mean?
If something was to target specifically non-magical things, and would this be considered a magical thing?
I mean,
Could you dispel it?
so if you were to like dispel it or put it into like an anti-magic field, it would work for a little bit, but it's like really magical. If you were to dispel it, you'd probably have to be really good at dispelling things, and it would maybe work for like a minute. Like I said, I don't design things that break easily.
You're really good at your job.
Yeah, I am, but that's not good for being here.
I know.
If we dispelled it and it became non-magical for a second, we could destroy it. I don't know if it's important or not.
I mean, it's really important. That's how she makes deals with people, because she can see which outcomes of the future are most likely to be like the tragedy that occurs to that person, and then she gets them that way, because people don't want bad things to happen to them. And I mean, what would you do if, like, I heard Charmaine saying, something about, like, the League, and this League of Malevolence was going to betray her? So that's why she's here. And also, because Baba Yaga talks to her, and Baba Yaga knows knows Endelyn.
Interesting.
But Charmaine knows Baba Yaga too. She always brags about being Baba Yaga's chosen.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All right. There's a lot of things going on here, guys. Things to watch out for, things to exploit.
I'm gonna be honest. I've had this for a while. And I think this place is the perfect place to use it.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go in my
You're acing
bag.
the hole.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go in my bag and I'm gonna take out a little bag of dust.
You have a little bag of dust.
This destroys non-magical metal.
The dust of corrosion.
I only have the one bag.
That might work. Because it's magical, but it has like all these metal arms. And if you were to,
Okay.
the problem is that there's like at least 8 main arms of the device that you
So you
would
could
have
at least-
to destroy to fully like break it. But you could also just you could brute force them, you know? Like
How big is the contraption?
oh gosh, it's like 60 feet wide. It's 20 feet tall.
Holy
but it
shit.
also has an 80-foot lightning rod that comes out at the top and emerges
Oh
from the
my
castle.
Oh.
So we
Boy.
could really, in theory, we could destroy it if we just destroyed the lightning rod where it was connecting into the device.
It wouldn't get any more power.
I mean, that would probably be the best way, but yeah, you would have to be getting up close to it which means you're going to be exposed to raw electrical energy, like a lot. But I mean, the lightning rod is actually assembled from 8 separate 10-foot lightning rods that have all been welded together and
Oh my
attached end
God.
to end. Each of the smaller ones weighs 100 pounds, so it's about 800 pounds of just the rod. And
Pounds of rod is crazy.
That is
I do-
crazy.
but no, but here's the
16
thing.
inches of venom.
All of that weight is weighing down on the machine itself. So if you can destroy just the one segment, like at the
buckle
bottom,
it.
the first segment, the whole thing will fall. And that's 800 pounds of weight falling on the entire orrery. It isn't my masterwork.
How big is it around?
Unfortunately.
How big is the rod?
The lightning rod?
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Where is it?
Because I think he's saying like if you corrode the bottom instead.
Yeah,
of
like the base of it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. But how big is the base of it?
So,
Okay, yeah, that's not the rod. It's a different
So
part.
so the orrery is 60 feet wide and 20 feet tall, and then on top of that is the 80-foot lightning rod. So this whole thing, orrery plus lightning rod, is 100 feet. Let me see.
She's gonna be so mad.
The diameter.
Yeah, I just need like how big the lightning rod base part is.
The lightning rod, each segment is 10 feet long and 5 feet wide.
5 feet wide.
I could do it. We
Hell
could
yeah.
destroy that. We just
Okay.
gotta get to it.
And
Okay.
that's and is that by the dungeon?
It's nearby.
It's like up. This is like kind of like so this is like the understage, and then above us is like the stage level, but there's also like a library, and that spooky shadow theater, and the horrible mask room, and then you can go up into the tower. I've never been up to the top of the tower other than, like when I went up there to help oversee the building of the orrery, because the orrery is like on the ground, but then there's a balcony around it that she stands on and is able to like interpret from.
Yeah, I definitely agree that it needs to be destroyed, but is destroying it gonna help us beat her, or is it just going to piss her off?
I mean, it's a source of her power, right? So if we destroy it, it's
No, the coven is the source of her power. It's just where she gets all her deals from, because she
Yeah, it's the
reads
power of her
other
deals.
people's futures.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying don't destroy it, but I'm saying
also
like
definitely saying destroying it, but if it's not something that is going to immediately weaken her in the fight, is it something that we need to do before we fight them?
well, I'm gonna be honest, I thought she was made of metal. So I was just gonna throw this at her.
she has like a flying chair. She has like a little helicopter-y thing.
It's actually the ornithopter flying, and I designed it off of blackbirds. Thank you very much.
Did you just make all of her stuff? What
Oh,
of hers
yeah.
didn't you make?
Well, I mean, I helped to design a lot of really important parts of Wish Come True, which is the Briganock capital. I'm a pretty distinguished architect, and I've also helped to develop some of the structural safety implements that we have in our mine here in Prismere. Because this is a place where a lot of wishes kind of are formed.
I'm just gonna cast my detect magic at will, since we're gonna be going up probably soon. So I'm just gonna cast it.
Okay, I will assume that you always have it on.
Thank you.
In the way that I describe things. You know what? I could try to sketch what I know of the layout of the castle. Like, would that help?
That would probably help a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll just take me a minute. And he, at rapid speed, takes his little charcoal and a clean piece of parchment and begins to like make a rough sketch of the castle of Motherhorn here.
If Aurum hasn't done it already, I guess we'll start burning the blueprints, unless there's any that like catches our eye that we want to keep. Definitely want to get rid of the one that like turns people into masks. Like I feel like that's the first one we burn.
So you would see I I think the main one that like catches your eye, just because at this point you guys are like well enough versed in hag stuff to like, and Ego could just tell you like every hag, like they have a special way that they get around. Like hags don't just like walk somewhere.
Right.
Ego's mother gets into a giant shoe that hops backwards to the location that she's trying to go.
She
Oh
does
my
get
god.
she is the little
old
old woman who
one
lived in
the
the shoe.
shoe. Wow,
that was
amazing.
something that I'm realizing just now that I never explicitly told you she is the little old lady who lived in a shoe. Yeah.
I love that nursery rhyme. Oh my god.
And like you guys saw the bobbing lily pad that seemed to have vanished and then appeared again when you went to Skabatha's that you could only assume has something to do with Bavlorna. And Skabatha was getting around on the wooden unicorn. So I think this one catches your eye. This is the Ornithopter flying. I put a picture of it into Maps, Handouts, Pics. But this is very clearly the way that Endolin like gets around.
Oh wow.
It's 8 feet long, 14-foot wingspan, weighs 25 pounds, has a flying speed of 30 feet, can carry up to 300 pounds. That's the kind of stuff that, like, information that he would have about this thing.
Okay.
But I think that's probably one of the only ones that catches your eye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll give that one to Ego? And burn all the rest?
Sure. I haven't thought about what, I haven't thought about what my hag I mean, I got a broom, but...
Brooms are cool.
Yeah.
I have so many tabs for this castle open
I could do a variation of this with a bat.
Oh! Oh my god, that'd be so cute.
But, yeah, that one, I'll take that plan and I'll put it in my spellbook.
Yeah, for sure. Is there anything else you guys would like to say or do with Golmo? Because if you're set, he's like, he's going to give you these plans and then he's going to try to GTFO.
I think he's good to go.
I'll try to give him directions to get back to the inn where people are, because I don't think he wants to go to the front line.
No, man's inspired.
So send him to the medic tent inn.
So I have like literally so many tokens that I need to move.
Literally
like so many tokens. So he would give you guys, gives you like the side view. I'm basically just gonna reveal parts of the map.
Okay.
That he's gonna.
Let me zoom out for stream. Let's see.
Move these bad boys. Got all these little tokens hiding in the shadows. GM layer. Map layer. Map layer. Map layer.
Loop layer.
That's crazy. So there's this.
Zam. That's a lot.
Oh my god. Oh. You guys move over here.
Jesus. Guys, this is a lot.
Oh yeah.
Gulp.
Gulp.
But that's a moon.
It is a moon.
Alright, there's like literally 1 billion tokens.
I'm thinking that that main stage was where I was brought in my dream. Ego won't know until Ego sees it. But it was like I was on a stage, and I don't think I was in the Shadow Theater. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater.
Okay, so that's the stage level, and then up at the top, he has not really been to the upper layer of the castle because that's like mainly Endelin's like private rooms that she uses for nefarious purposes of unknown type, I guess. I don't know. But he can get you pretty good understanding of almost everything else. Whoa, oh my god. Go to the GM layer, ma'am. So. Ta-da!
All right. Good to know.
Yeah. You guys have a rough sketch of most of the castle?
Perfect.
Now we just gotta figure out where we want to go first.
Golmo would tell you before he leaves that, like, Endelin generally spends most of her time either watching, like, plays that are happening on that stage. She very specifically has, like, hello?
Hi.
Sorry, the layout of this is like it's not well organized. So she normally will like he'll tell you that she spends like the majority of her stage, a majority of her day watching plays or reading the orrery. So if you're looking for Endelin, generally, those are the places where you would find her. She does, like, sleep. He does not know where, but it's not in any of the rooms. He doesn't think it's in any of the rooms that he has, like, been able to sketch out for you guys.
Should we head to the
Yeah.
prison?
I think that the prison is the first place we should hit. Yeah.
Let
Okay.
me label that for you, because he also would have been telling you, like, where. So he says, oh, you can't read that for shit. Bold. 32. This is the Shadow Theater. Over here. And he would tell you the mask room is like here, and he would tell you that the prison is over here up on the tower level. And if you can't tell, the orrery is the giant thing on the tower level 1.
All right.
We sneak to the prison, break the orrery while we're on the way there.
I don't think breaking the orrery is very sneaky, I fear.
And she might be there. Like the hag might be there.
I'll break it in front of her face.
Are we not sure that we need to make the eclipse happen on the orrery?
Well, all it said from what we know about the prophecy is that she dies under an eclipse. It doesn't exactly specify any more than that, right?
I mean, we always were focusing on the eclipse part, but what about the under part? What if orrery
Falls
Make-
on her.
So to
Uh,
clarify, technically, the prophecy that you guys got was when the moon
Yeah.
obstructs the sun, creeping Lynn will come undone. And you've
Okay.
heard the variations of that, some that are more specific than others, but like the prophecy,
That's fair.
one of the prophecies that you heard from, I think it was like the giant goats. That's specifically like what they said.
Okay. Well, then more so out of character. Hey guys, the Lion, the Witch, and the War. What if the lion crushed a witch? Not with a house, but
with a 800-pound lightning rod.
yeah, I said Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I meant the
I
Wizard of
wanna
Oz.
I wanna crush the hag with my 800-pound rod.
That's
Oh.
God damn it. I set you up for that one. God damn it.
Yeah, that's something we can consider, but we don't know where they are or where we'll end up running into them. So
Okay.
let's not
Let's-
get married to too many ideas.
Let's just
Let's
focus
take
on the
it.
prison.
Yeah, one room. Let's take it one room at a time, because whenever we've explored the hags' huts, we always make a plan and then we go into a room and something really weird happens,
True.
and we have to just deal with it. So, yeah.
So I'm gonna
Blow up.
lead us to the next place then. In
Okay.
front with my big show shield out. The prison is the prison this way or up the stairs?
So the prison is 2 levels up. If you take that staircase up, that takes you to the stage, like the main stage, which is
Alright.
one of the 2 hangout spots for good old Endy.
Would that lead to backstage, or would that lead to this door?
That leads to that one that you just, yeah.
Okay, the top thing up.
Yeah. There's all the little secret numbers that,
The numbers.
yeah, I'll
Ooh,
give you
some
some
numbers.
numbers. Put them on the map layer for you.
Okay.
Just because the
Come up on the
Layer.
main stage, mad dash for the center staircase, rush over to the spiral staircase.
So there's 2 ways. There's like 3 ways.
Oh,
Yeah,
There's 4
I was
ways
about
out
to
of
say,
here. The
'cause
mine.
It seems to go
Mhm. That's the elevator for the small props.
yeah, for the small props. And we might be able to sneak over to the spiral staircase from the small prop elevator instead of walking through the main stage.
Yeah, if you take the prop elevator, that one brings you up on stage left. So you're not on the stage. You're in the wings, but you're not on the stage. If you go up that staircase, you're
Well, we
basically
walk
coming
back
onto the
out,
stage.
yeah, and if anyone's out there, it's not going to be possible to maneuver around them without them seeing us.
Yeah.
So I vote for going up the prop elevator.
I'll have to leave the big moon down here then, for now. Or I think I brought Enlarge Reduce. I could cast Enlarge Reduce on it to get it up there via the lift.
I think it's worth doing because, we're going to the prison to get
The sun.
The sun. So
Okay.
if we get caught off guard and we want to try to create some sort of impromptu eclipse, we need a moon.
Okay. Well, someone else go up before me.
Just as a note, the fake moon weighs 50 pounds, Gomo can easily tell you the weight capacity for the elevator is like 800 pounds.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I just thought it was a size, like, it wasn't going to fit. Because
These
it
squares
could
are
fit.
10 feet squares, right?
Yeah, they're 10-foot squares. I think you can make it fit.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Then I will, when it's time, I'll just walk it over with my,
Bro's creating more problems for us. Wow, sabotage.
Yeah, because it's 8-foot diameter.
It's just because he
so-
said that it was for small props, and I was like, this isn't a small prop.
It's like the smaller like props versus like the large stage like setting, like big backdrops. Those go out on that little like dock down
Big
there.
back.
I'll go behind Dawn since I have the detect magic up.
Yeah. I'm definitely going up first with my shield out and taking the dodge action.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you can approach that way, and you can see like opposite of that elevator from the direction that you guys are coming. There's like a hallway that seems to lead to some like little like cells or like little rooms there. And you can hop on the elevator. And you can see that up, like from where you're standing on the elevator, up at the top, there's an iron lever, like the next floor up. So Clover, you're probably the one that could most easily get up to that because that's on the next floor, but
And
the
I can fly.
operating lever is up there.
I will fly up and do that.
Yeah, so you can definitely do that. I think like you might have to do it in like 2 trips, just with like Dawn's armor and everything. But the wooden platform that's down there and embedded into the stone will lift up as you pull that iron lever. And you guys can move on over. Why isn't it letting me? All right, Gomo is getting out. And
So I'm like here?
Yep. The little lever is like right like here. Everybody can start coming up.
Alright. I'm gonna listen out for some noise to see if there's anyone else around.
Yeah. So hold on, I'm gonna just move the tokens just so that I can like see things. So you can see in one direction there is a staircase that kind of goes like up, and in the other the hallway kind of like ends and curves to the left. So based on the layout that Goma gave you, that hallway curving down to the left is the stage, and the staircase up there seems to lead to some sort of curtain. You don't hear anything coming from where that curtain is. From the other end of the hallway where the stage is, you can hear the sound of like rain and thunder, but you don't hear people.
Alright.
Because the stage, if you look on like the vertical like piece, the stage is just open.
Alright. And which we'll probably head this way to where the curtain is.
Doki.
You're moving very carefully.
Yeah, so let's see. One sec.
You get hit with the disintegrate and die.
That's crazy.
It's just how the cookie crumbles, I suppose.
Yeah, so there is this like thick black velvet curtain that's up near the top of that staircase. Do you open it?
A little bit, at least to peek and see what's on the other side of the curtain.
Okay. So, as you peek in, you can see that this room is just choked with like a variety of props and costumes, and there is absolutely no sense of order in this space. It's just like a horde of theater memorabilia and stuff you would need to put on plays literally all day long, which is what they do here. And everything is just like haphazardly stacked. As you peek into this room, yeah, like it's just like literally a bunch of junk. You don't see any people though, or like any creatures or things.
All right. He'll tell everyone that he doesn't see any people, and then step into the room.
Yeah. So. But it's just like floor to ceiling junk. Like you look over and there's a chest that's like filled with powdered wigs, and they're just crawling with little spiders.
I was about to say, Clover, how are you feeling? I know your missing thing should still be somewhere in here, right?
I hope so.
Yeah,
I
you
do
had
have-
like a growing sense of hunger, especially going up to the second level, but you're not feeling it in here, and your magic eyes are not giving you any ping in this room.
Okay.
There's just like a lot of, it's just like crap.
Yeah, there's nothing here. At least not nearby. And I'm not feeling my thing yet.
Well, I suppose we'll take the good with the bad. It means we don't have to sort through all of this random shit for it.
Yeah, there's nothing
So-
magical in here.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna scan the room for a sun or moon themed thing.
Yeah, so you see that there's like the chest of wigs. There's a mouse trap that's 3 feet wide and 8 feet long. There's a parasol topped with a copper weather vane. But you don't really see anything that seems like eclipse or like sun and moon themed. What would you
A
like?
really skinny hallway.
It's a 5-foot hallway, technically.
There's a curtain at the end.
There is a curtain at the end.
It's probably leads to where the goblins live, right? I heard there were some goblins around here.
Golmo told you the goblins live down back on. They're like forced to live in like little cells down one floor below.
Oh
where you guys
yeah,
were.
the goblin cells. Haha, yeah. Who lives back here? I'm curious, but I also don't want to get blown up.
Oh no! Let's go to the spiral staircase.
Yeah, we should focus on.
We can explore in a minute. It'll be all right.
Quiet. Too quiet.
Too quiet.
So you're gonna go through.
I'll do the peek for this door.
Oh,
Or for
and who
this
would've told you
curtain.
This was the Well, he would have told you that this one is the library. Why did that just go on the map layer?
You know why?
Damn. Yeah, so when you peek into this room, you can see that this is a magnificent hall lined with stone bookshelves housing a library's worth of leather-bound tomes. You can see that there are 3 elderly, bespectacled goblins that are climbing on ladders and fetching books for 3 slender, cloaked figures who are reading while they sit in overstuffed armchairs. So, these little guys are
Ooh, indubitably.
reading.
To me, Chumbo.
I don't know. Are they bad guys?
They look like bad guys.
I don't think I'm allowed to judge books by their cover, though.
Hey. Not in a library.
That's fair. Should I go talk to them?
You're kind of bad at talking to people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's fine. I'll go talk.
Okay.
Okay. I could help. I'm good at talking, but okay. Have fun.
It's more if they turn around and immediately start.
Oh, fair. Yeah,
trying
you're
to-
better. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to be hit. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm resizing you guys to more accurately fit the fact that this is a
Oh,
10-foot squares.
little babies.
Yeah, now you're
Hang
little
on, let me
guys.
zoom in.
Aurum and Dawn peeking from opposite sides of the curtain. It
Right.
feels so right.
Yeah, and you know, like there's like a little bit of shuffling that's happening in this library, and like maybe like some little quiet like mumbling or murmuring of the people that are in there. But when you close the curtain, you hear none of it. It is completely silent. And the same thing when you close this curtain that was behind you. All of like the thunder and the rain, you can't hear it at all.
It's crazy. Ego should steal these curtains.
I might make something out of them.
Make a cloak.
I'm going-
Ooh.
He's going to tentatively push the curtain aside just enough for him to get through and walk in.
You walk in. Like the goblins and the darklings like look up and see you there, and then they just keep going about their tasks and the things that they're doing. They don't seem super surprised to see you, but they're also not hostile.
He feels very. He like awkwardly like shuffles in like the entryway, and then he'll like wave everyone else in. Yeah, it's just a library. I gotta look at one of the tomes and see if it has like a title.
There are a ton of books here. As you look at them,
Any magical while I fly about?
yeah.
Any of the books that Ego's looking for?
The black book is in here somewhere.
Oh,
As in the
I forgot about that.
So Clover, there is one particular book,
Mhm.
that you see like the tiniest little bit of magic. And it's not necessarily like a specific kind of, like, I guess it's kind of necrotic.
Oh boy.
Would be the
Okay.
closest thing to like, yeah, it's like necrotic, very necrotic, but it's like this tiny little thing. It's not even a whole book. It's something like inside of a book. And as you go over and like look at this book, you're like, oh, this one's like definitely out of place from the rest. Because most of the books that are here, hundreds of them, are like just 8-inch tall, 3-inch wide, spineless books with black wooden covers and these yellowing pages that are then held all together with copper wire as the spine.
Oh.
This book that you find is hefty. It has a green covered it has like a green cover and this dead, withered, like mummified frog stitched onto the spine. And you can see that there's something like tucked into the spine of it that is giving you that like little ping of necrotic magic.
Can I try to pick it up?
The
If
book
the
or
mag-
the thing in it?
The book. I don't want to touch the thing, but the book is around the thing, right?
Yeah, you can pick the book up.
Okay. I will bring it over to Ego and warn them about the little necrotic thing that I haven't touched yet, but it was out of place.
Okay. Would I be able to have a pixie try and dispel that necromancy?
So the pixie can try. The pixie will tell you that this isn't a type of magic that can be like dispelled.
Okay. That's okay. Then never mind.
But it's like an object
Inside
Yeah.
a book.
within the book. Yeah.
All right. Ego's gonna just hold on. Get away from everybody.
Oh, shit.
Look, a wizard's gonna wizard. So I'm actually,
Yeah.
let's see, that's 10.
Wait,
Okay.
I wanna be within range to help him
I
if
was
I
about to-
can. Like within I think 30 or 60.
Don't move too far away from me.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Let me
just
just
don't want to get you caught in it, but yeah, I know you want to give
I
me
want to be
aura.
within 60 feet of you at least. So
I need to aura farm from Dawn here. All right.
Aurum's just walking around the bookshelves, flipping like every third book upside down, like taking it
Oh,
out, flipping it like that,
buddy.
putting it in.
No, you know what? You know what? I like the chaos. It's not my books, so it's fine.
I think I did that at the Spiders Library too. So
I think you did too, yeah.
Let me take a deep breath and open this book. Crack it open.
Okay.
it's not good when the DM makes a face like that when you open a book.
There's only so many ways to figure it out. Unless,
just
like,
as a
you
quick-
said
just
it's
for a
something in the
quick-
book, right?
Is anyone? It is like tucked into the spine of the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like. Would you like to? I mean, if you. Okay.
Like an Arcana
Is
check?
anyone-
You're
Look, if I
actually
get-
so screwed.
If I can't dispel it, what am I supposed to do?
You're
Is
actually
anyone
so screwed.
within 10 feet of Ego right now? Dawn?
No.
Me, I
Dawn
perfect-
moved there
yes, I
for
moved to
aura.
be within 10 feet
Mhm.
of Ego to so that if they had to make a
Mhm.
save, they'd have a bonus to it.
Okay.
There's
As-
only, I mean, I can't dispel it. What am I supposed to do?
Would you like to get information with an intelligence check, depending on whether you pass the roll or not, or do you just want to open the book?
No,
Do you
that's
have-
fine. I mean, I didn't think that I was gonna be able to do, like, I didn't think if I couldn't see it and I couldn't dispel it.
You can
Do you
see
have to
it. It's something
Okay.
tucked into the spine of the book.
So we can
Okay.
see it. It's not inside the book.
You can see
What?
that there's like something in there, and you can feel it. Like when if you like touch the spine, like you can feel that
Okay.
there's something pressed into there.
Okay, then, because when you said the spine, do you mean like it's under the binding?
Yeah, like you know how like the pages will be glued together, and then there will be like the spine, and there's like a little space in between
Yes.
those. It's in there.
That I have.
Oh.
Okay, see, when I
Yeah.
thought you were thinking like in.
Like in
Sorry,
the
I did
fold-
not explain-
Fold of the book.
It's tucked
Yeah.
inside of the spine.
Okay, if I run kind of my fingers over the spine, what does it feel like?
It's a mummified frog. So, like when you run out your finger over the frog, it feels like a frog, but the part that's like got the vial, it like feels, or like it feels like a little vial. It feels like something like long and thin, like a little tube, something like cylindrical.
Oh, is this a trap?
Opening the book would crush the vial.
So it's like a
Yeah,
Yeah, I
trap.
did not explain that well. And
I
That's
thought
what
it was
I
literally
apologize.
inside like the book, like at the
in
corner.
when you said in the spine, I thought I was like, well, I need to see what it is. So I get it now. Opening
Yeah,
the book
yeah.
crushes the vial.
Yeah,
and I
that makes
try
sense.
and wiggle my little fingers down there and pull the vial out.
yeah, roll a dexterity check.
Just straight dexterity.
Yep, just straight dexterity.
21.
Hey!
Okay. Yeah, you're able to slide your fingers in there and sorry, you pull out this thin wax stoppered vial from the spine of the book. And you can see that within it there is this like black brown dust. It's just a small amount in a vial there.
Something so small yet giving off necrotic energy.
Like a lot of necrotic energy. Is that like just
That's-
disintegration dust or something?
I think disintegrate is transmutation, so I think it's just like death dust. Let's see.
Well, if we didn't set it off, we can use it.
I know, but I need to see how to properly use it. Let's
Do you have identify?
only as a ritual.
Oh, okay. Don't really have time for
I
that.
didn't prepare it.
No, that's okay. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you have successfully removed the strange vial from the book.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Open the book. What's so important that she's hiding it behind a trap like that?
That's yeah. It could have been just to destroy the book. It could have been to kill us all. Now I will open the book.
Okay. So when you open this book, it seems like the first several pages are explaining, like, where is it? To go to a different chapter to get the freaking description of the book. Pshaw. This
no.
one
no, it's just Jamie's struggling with his camera.
This one is immediately, like, very interesting. Like, there's a lot of gossip in the first couple of pages, and, like, illustrations, all kinds of stories of intrigue that has been happening in the Feywild, shedding a lot of light on, like, the Seelie and Unseelie Fey. The one thing in this book I think that catches your eye is that it has a historical account of, like, the War of the Uncourt in it.
Mm.
It's gonna take time. Like, you're gonna really need to, like, read this because this is, like, a hefty tome. It's significantly larger than the rest of the books that are in here, but this tome definitely contains forbidden information.
Yeah, it's gonna go in my one of my many satchels of which I have been keeping many books.
It's not literally black, but, like, there's a part of you that's like, this could be a black book because it contains forbidden information.
Yeah, when there's no explosion, Dad will walk over and be like, is that, the thing? The witch thing?
It could be. It isn't what I was expecting, but now that I'm looking at it, it's talking about the Uncourt. I don't have time to read an entire book right now, and I don't even have a nice little hot chocolate. I need a good drink to go with a good book.
That's fair.
I wasn't expecting you to say you wanted hot chocolate. I was expecting you to be like, I'm gonna drink oil or something.
You can't drink oil. Or I would actually, what I really, really like is, like, a nice hot mug of, like, pickle juice.
Oh. Well.
Don't knock it if you haven't tried. This isn't ink. I drink pickle juice, but I've never heated it, so I have no idea what that does. But I do drink pickle juice.
No, thank you.
I actually have a jar downstairs.
So we have a book that is maybe a black book, and dust.
A vial of.
And Aurum for
Aurum, eat it for power.
No.
Yeah, eat it.
Don't do it. No. Like pixie stick dust.
For you, like, flipping all of the books as you go and, like, pull these books out. Like I said, they're 8 inches tall, 3 inches wide, black wooden covers that bind the yellowing pages with copper wire. And as you, like, pull them out, and you keep pulling more out, you see all of these books have an image of an hourglass burned into the front cover of the books, and then carved into the wood above it is this smaller, like, symbol that kind of looks like a Y but with a third little point in it, almost like it's a chicken's foot, like a simplified, like, little chicken's foot symbol.
Is anything happening when I flip them upside down?
They're upside down.
Cool.
You want to read one?
I don't know how to read.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, buddy.
I keep forgetting that he's.
I'm going to do one more sweep for magic books, and then I'm following the rest to get to the prison, I think.
I'll read one of the books just to see what's in it.
Yeah, so you look in one of the, like, regular books that is in there, and it's an account of various terrible futures that Endlin has glimpsed using her orrery, written in Elvish. Do you speak Elvish?
I think Elvish is one of the languages I speak because I deal with a lot of snooty people, and I feel like rich people would speak Elvish to sound richer.
Also, so you could get paid at the bank more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for this one, this one that you pull out is like just it's just like detailing random people's like potential tragic futures that they could live. You do see that like there are footnotes where Endelyn is acknowledging that like the chances of certain futures coming to pass, like which ones are more likely than others, and also that like certain futures that she has divined could negate other ones that she has divined.
Mhm.
If you like look at a couple more, they're in like they're organized in the order that she has written them. You don't, just from looking at like a few of them, you don't see anything about you or like your friends. You think it's possible that if you were to spend time looking through these books, you could maybe find something that's relevant to what you guys are doing here, but it's going to take time. But you definitely, I think, would get the sense that like, one, it's a lot of people that are long dead being talked about. Two, a lot of them are victims of tragedies fully of their own making. And three, Endelyn loves talking about her own doom. Like she talks about like knowing that her doom comes during an eclipse. Like in like every book that you look in, like she like really loves thinking about her own death.
Yeah. She doesn't seem to go into more specific detail about it, though, does she? Like,
you would have to spend time looking to try to find like more information.
Probably depending on her mood while she was writing each book.
Yeah, I would definitely tell them that she talks about her death a lot. If we took some time to go through these books, we might be able to get a more specific interpretation of how she's going to die, because she's seen it already. But like I said, it would take time. He wouldn't mention about being able to read our own possibly tragic futures,
right?
Because he's not interested.
For Clover, if you like, I'm assuming at some point you're going to probably fly up. You do see that on top of one of the bookshelves, there is like a little like something that's giving off illusion magic. But when you like turn off the magic eyes, there's nothing there. But it's just like some little something that gives off illusion magic that you can't see on top of one of the bookshelves.
Can I try to like touch it while looking through magic eyes?
Yeah, you touch it and you feel like the dry crinkle of paper.
Is it under?
You're holding paper, but you can't see it.
Can I get the pixies to cast Dispel Magic on it so I don't have to use a spell slot?
You can, and they will dispel it for you. And it seems to have some information that she has collected about her sisters. You guys technically already have this info, but it seems like she has written Skabatha's secret here. And so this little piece of paper says in Elvish, every morn when Skabatha rises, the one first seen by her waking eyes is swiftly forgotten like some fleeting swain and shan't be remembered till she sleeps again. Which is, matches up with the, like, portent you got about Skabatha, that she can't remember the first person that she sees when she wakes up.
Okay.
It's there.
Yeah, I'll just pocket it. Why not? We have it.
But not really getting like any other magic. As you guys are like poking around, like the Darklings are just kind of like reading. Aurum, you would notice that like once you've flipped quite a few of the books, one of the goblin workers like comes over and he has like a little cart of some like books that he was gonna go put away, and he like looks up at the shelf and sees what you've done and is like, "What? How did this happen? Oh, I'm gonna have to spend so much time fixing this. I hope Endelyn doesn't see." And he like pulls a ladder over, like a little step stool, and climbs up and begins flipping the books right side up. And he's like grumbling to himself, "Who would do something like this? These visitors that Endelyn always has, they're just so rude." So he's just like following you, and like eventually he sees you doing it, and is like, but he like doesn't say anything to you.
So
directly. He's just, like,
passive-aggressive.
Oh my God.
I hear him.
yeah.
Passive aggressive.
I hear him talking about me. I hear him talking about me under his breath, and I grab the next book and just throw it on the ground.
Oh my
And then
god, the
I'll move this book.
disrespect.
I'll move this book over, and then I'll take the book up from above and put it down here. And I'm just really screwing up the books now. Before I was just flipping them. Now I'm like flipping them. I'll put one in backwards so the pages are pointing out.
Oh my god. We're gonna have to fight these guys.
And he'll like climb down off of the ladder, waddles over to one of the other goblins, and is like saying something to that goblin and like pointing over at you, and they like look at you and they're both side-eyeing you. That goblin stops what she's doing and she like waddles on over, and they begin like, it's like she walks over and picks up the book and like puts it back, and they begin just like going through all of these books and trying to fix them. And like they definitely like seem frustrated.
Yeah, Don is gonna probably walk over and say, "Hey, we should probably get out of here." And also, I think you're making more issues for them than Endolin.
I just really hate libraries, and then they were talking about us.
What do you
talking
hate
about me?
What do you? Probably because you're messing with the books. What do you hate about libraries?
They have a bunch of scribbles on them that I don't know how to read. It's frustrating, so I don't like books.
That sounds like you're blaming the library for your own shortcoming. You can learn how to read.
Yeah, but I can't read right now, and that means I don't like the books, so I'm flipping them.
Or you can leave the books alone, and then someone can teach you how to read, and then you can appreciate them later.
Well, the last time I saw somebody who learned how to read, it was from that spider who was teaching the bear. And
I'm like 90% sure your dad knew how to read.
Probably.
Clover
that wouldn't surprise me.
I could teach you how to read, yeah.
Maybe you should go over and how to read somewhere else instead of messing up these books.
You want to say it to my face?
Let's move on.
Let's go up.
And the goblin like looks up at you and is like clearly like very intimidated, but is like,
I'm
so sorry.
In the library. Quiet.
Reading is something you have to learn.
Most people have to learn how to read.
Oh. All right. That's good to know. I'll put that in my notes on mortal beings.
Look at me. I'm an immortal godlike fate. I'm just born knowing how to read. Ooh.
the goblins start like one of them
I
like
wasn't really born so much as I was just like created.
Same
one of the
dip.
goblins like accidentally pushes a cart like slightly into like Aurum, and like it bumps him in the leg. Like when you get flat tired by a shopping cart, like that basically they do that to you. And she's like, "Excuse me."
I'm gonna
And, like,
accidentally drop my bindle so it hits her on the top of the head.
Oh my god.
We should probably get out of here.
It's slapstick now, baby!
Oh my god.
Where would you guys like to go? What would you like to do?
Try to get up
as
to the
a note,
person.
Saoirse now has the parasol that was in the last room.
Of course she does.
It's made out of copper and it has a weather vane on top of it.
Cute.
I don't know. She's got it like over her shoulder. She spent while you guys were doing all this library stuff, she was in the other room like dancing and singing with the parasol, very like Singing in the Rain vibes, because that amused her. So.
Every single time Don is like, all right, I'm getting the vibe with these people. They do something that makes him facepalm. Do we want to go up the spiral stairs, or do we want to go into the room at the end of the hall?
The spiral stairs take us to the prison.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want prison. Also, anyone that's interested in books, put them in my satchel.
They're all just depressing things about projected tragedies, mostly.
I could. Wow.
About people who have been dead for like a while. But
She
yeah.
would spend years in that library.
But yeah, like I said, it would take time to piece together more about her own death, because she writes about it at least one time in all of the books. She's kind of self-centered.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, you guys can head down the hallway there and swirl on up the spiral staircase. And let me grab you all. What?
The grabber.
Aurum grabbed himself.
Oh.
Okay. So. You emerge from the staircase and you're kind of like looking at two different things. So immediately, like as you emerge from where we're viewing, it's the right. From the character's perspective, it would be the left. You hear this like whirring before you even get to the top. And when you emerge from that little staircase hallway, there's this massive cylindrical chamber housing this whirring contraption bolted to a revolving metal disc that serves as its base. Metal spheres and sickles are attached to the ends of long metal arms that sweep back and forth, clicking loudly and rhythmically like the hands of a giant metronome. This apparatus is inlaid with characters from strange alphabets, and smoky wisps in the shapes of these letters rise from this contraption as it revolves. And the entire device hums and crackles with lightning. This thing is so massive that you can kind of just see that rising from the middle of it is that 80-foot tall copper pole that you can see is made of 8-10-foot long segments of like lightning rods attached end to end, and it just like vanishes up. And it's extending upward past this like ring-shaped gallery that forms this chamber's upper level through a hole in the ceiling that goes like at least 50 feet up. There are 3 goblins wearing overalls and tinted goggles that are using brooms to sweep the floors. They are seemingly untroubled by the noise. Grab my little...
That's pretty big.
Yeah. It's kind of huge.
Over to the other side.
No.
You would see 2 rusty suits of armor that are sized for goblins and equipped with halberds flank a large stone door bereft of handles, hinges, or decoration. And that is over here. Yeah.
Aw, little
There's little goblin armor.
goblin armor.
Yeah.
You know, Clover, you could probably put that on.
I probably could. Yeah, it would probably fit.
I might be able to wear some parts of it too. So this is the weird door. Yeah.
Is there magic on the door?
Yeah, there is magic on the door.
Oh boy.
Let me see if it specifies. I think it's probably like abjuration, but it's not necessarily like just specifically that or like one specific spell.
Yeah. Because
it's just very magic.
There's
and maybe evocation. It might be evocation too, like a mix of both.
There's probably a trick to getting the door open, which we can try, because otherwise I have to use the chime of opening, which is loud. Or even try to use the chime of opening.
Right.
They did say that one lady had a key, but
yeah,
we don't know where she is right now.
I know. Do we want to try and look for... We probably don't have the means of just opening it right now unless we have her key, or if you want, I can try the chime of opening and see if it just opens it. But then there's still the cells in themselves.
I don't. I don't mind trying the chime, but it depends on what other people want to do.
I mean, if you want to cover a lot of ground very quickly, I could summon a bunch of squirrels to look around for keys.
Something small and fast that could try and find that key holder could be useful. And we could explore somewhere else in the meantime. But also, I mean, the only other way to go is into the room with the orrery, which we could get spotted by Endolin. If she's there. I don't know. I don't think she is. But
I think we should go into the mask room.
you think so?
Well, I mean, I was just thinking about how the little guy said that he'd made like a thing that turned people into masks, right?
Yeah, I'd been warned about, I think, that room. Or at least I was warned about a room full of masks by my little... I think it was the spiders warned me about it.
Oh, that's bad?
I think it's bad, yeah. They warned me that something like that. They warned me about a room that is lined with masks. Which sounds like it could be that room.
I think a mask room would be a room lined with masks.
Yeah.
That used to be people.
Yeah. Like, probably either a fight, or if we messed with something, a fighter or a trap.
Vic, are the goblin armors magical too?
Let's see.
Or are they just mundane decoration type things?
No, they're just suits of armor. They don't seem magical.
Okay.
Maybe it's a case that only goblins can go in and out? Like the door would open for a goblin? Or, I don't know.
Sorry, I took a phone call. Did we try the door?
Well, so the door doesn't have anything on it.
Has
Like,
no
it is
handles,
just a
no hinges,
flat
no
door.
decoration. Just a
So,
stone slab, basically.
yeah, so where we're at is I could try the chime of opening, or we can try to find the person with the key that we were told about. What do you think?
How many uses of the chime of opening do we have?
I believe I have 2. Let me see. 3. I have 3 charges on the chime of opening.
Use the chime.
Clover, what do you think?
Did he tell us what that person looked like? Do we even know who we're looking for?
Yeah, he would tell you that. Let me see. Charmaine is like a human woman. She's tall, she has dark hair. She's always making the goblin workers put together elaborate costumes for her because she believes that she's going to like become a star actor in Endolin's theater. He said that like the one thing that really distinguishes her is that she has these like dark like tattoos that almost look like big like slash marks that go like from over her eyes all the way like down her cheeks.
How loud is that key of chiming, or the chiming rod?
I think it's pretty loud.
I strike it as an action, pointing it at an object within 120 feet that can be opened, such as door, lid, or lock, The chime issues a clear tone, and one lock or latch of the object, the one lock or latch on the object opens unless the sound can't reach the object. So, I mean, the sound has to reach the door, which I am right here, but I do have to, I have to strike it. It doesn't say how, far away the sound can
It just
be
has
heard.
it just has a clear tone.
Yeah, we haven't been
It could be-
immediately. We entered a room and weren't immediately attacked. We don't know if the goblins in the next room will attack us, but
I feel like we're kind of
also right
on
next to a machine.
Yeah, also
It's very
that
loud.
it's a very loud machine, and we're kind of on a time crunch to get these prisoners out because who knows how long our armies are going to last at the front door.
Okay.
I feel like it's worth the risk. Yeah.
Let's try Jingle Jangle's chime of opening. So I will stand in front of the door and I'll hold it out like I'm holding a triangle for band class. And I'll take my wand and I'll just strike the side of it. And I'll expend a charge and see if it opens this door.
you
yes.
die.
You instantly die. So the tone rings out, and you would expect that this door would open, but when you touch the surface of it, you actually see that the surface of the stone begins to warp and shape, almost like it's sand and not stone, and this large skeletal visage of Endelyn, who you have seen before, forms in the stone, opens its mouth, and says, "You shall not pass! Back, I command you!" And as it talks, this, the mouth opens, and actually, at one point becomes this 1 foot high, 3 foot wide hole through the door. And while it speaks, you can peek, you can see into the room beyond. It seems that the chime of opening does not work for this door, but touching it made the door wake up.
Can we have the dogs teleport us in now that we can see inside?
Oh,
You might be able to do that. Let me just double check.
that's really smart. Do it.
So she says, "You shall not pass back, I command you," and then is just kind of this, snarling visage. So you think you could do that. You have to be able to see into it. You're gonna need to, make the door
Get
talk
her
to do that.
open her yay.
Make her yap.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why are you so ugly?
Dude.
Why are you so stupid?
At least I'm not a door.
At least I'm not a shiny, ostentatious lion man.
Oh, thanks for flirting with me, door.
If anyone can get someone to start yelling, it's Aurum.
Right.
Just let him cook.
Talking to you is so boring, I think I could just fall right asleep. Surely you have better insults to me than that I'm just a door. Obviously, I'm a door.
You'd probably look better when you're sleeping because you look so ugly right now.
I'm bored. And you can see she yawns.
On the yawn.
And yeah, you guys can teleport in with your blink dogs. Yeah,
Not
like
even
that.
a good door. We got past you.
That opens it. The door, this
so mad.
featureless door on the inside, is then starting to close. And
We
there are
didn't
no
think this through.
hinges. There's no hinges. There are no locks. There are no features on this side either, save for the opposite side of that face that you're seeing.
We didn't think this through.
Now we're stuck in the prison.
Now we are prisoners.
Well, do we have any dirt?
Wait, can we still
have
see
dirt?
out?
Okay, so you're looking for dirt. What did you say, Iris?
At the moment, can we still see out?
Yes, but this door is yawning, so it's about to. You have basically one round where I think it probably hits the high intelligence of you. Ego's probably like, oh no, we didn't think this through.
Yeah, and
the
I'm
door's been
committing
closed.
to that because I don't want to be like, no, actually I wouldn't.
So you have like a round to do a thing. But the opening is like wide enough that you think you could just straight up slip through it. I mean, Saoirse's gonna have to like hunch over a lot, but like you could walk in and out of it.
Oh, I'm doing that then.
Okay.
It's like, no, I do not want to be trapped again.
Yeah,
Fair.
you can do that.
All right, Saoirse, solo mission with your squirrels. Find the person with the key.
You know, like she's like, all right, I guess it's a squirrel plan is back on.
I could plant a bean in the mouth of the door.
Do it. Just throw a bean
You
in.
gotta do it. You gotta do it now if you're gonna do it. You either do it or you don't.
I'm planting a. Do we have dirt? I need dirt.
No.
Oh, I have dirt.
Why do we
Here,
have
I'll throw
dirt?
some dirt at him.
Sweet.
Or-
I'll plant the bean in the door's mouth.
Okay.
I'll pour some water from my
Oh
water
my
skin.
goodness.
Oh
Okay.
no.
It takes 10 minutes, but we'll see
Oh,
what
Okay,
happens.
so that was
no.
basically
Okay.
that was
Wait, can
basically
I druid craft to expedite this
Hold
magic
on.
bean
What-
growing?
Give her a second. Give
Okay. I
her
think
a second.
as we're dealing with the person thing, we're gonna take a super quick break because we're gonna wrap in by like midnight Eastern time if that works for everybody. I can get us to 11:30 if we would prefer, but I do want to take a quick break, just that everybody has time to like, meaning me, take a bio break.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be back in like 5 minutes.
All right. BRB fam.
welcome back.
We're back, and we're gonna get right into it. So, Bean
and
has been
door.
planted in some dirt. You can certainly druidcraft it if that is what you would like to do. But we've got Dawn, Ego, Clover, and Aurum on the inside of the door. Saoirse was like, nope, and popped right back out. So the open mouth of the door then begins to like close. And Saoirse, for you on the outside, the door, this like visage on the door regards you and is like, "Oh, it's the pretty princess. What do you want?"
Ooh, that's very kind of you, actually.
Are you going to try to insult me and be super boring?
Why would I
Like
insult
the golden one? I mean,
You're a
you
very
shall-
lovely door.
Well, thank you. So what do you do?
We don't have a lot of talking doors actually where I'm from, so I'm kind of fascinated as far as your sort of whole deal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have like a thing, like a curse, or like were you a person that got turned into a door? Were you created as a door? Were you created as a door and then got enchanted into talking?
I'm a door. Andalyn made me. She's the only one that's supposed to come
Did
in
she
and out.
create you talking or non-talking, and then instill the ability to talk within you?
I think she
Existential
made me
door.
talking. I never really thought about it. I think she just.
Were you something else before you were a door, and then she installed you as a door?
I've just always been a door, and I've just
you.
always been able to talk.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, oh, that makes sense. I've always been, myself, and I've always... Well, there was a brief time when I was not able to talk because I was very small, but as soon as I was large, I was able to talk, so there you are.
Riveting.
After my
Please.
gestation period.
I can't wait to hear more about how you were made. Lovely.
I don't think we really need to go into that.
Well, hold on, what do you mean?
Oh no.
I thought it was going to be boring, and now it sounds very not boring if you don't want to tell me.
The creation process of an archfey? It's rather complicated, actually.
Oh, really?
But we don't really need to talk about that. What do you like to do?
It's like a musical with 4 acts.
I like to be a door.
Right, but what do you do while you're being a door? Do you sing? Do you
No.
contemplate the mysteries of life? I mean, no wonder you sound bored.
Ugh, please.
You're not really
All
able
I
to
have
do much of anything.
All I have to do all day long is try to hear people recite boring monologues and poems, and I hear it echoing up. Sometimes some of the actors come up here to practice because they're scared. So boring.
Or they
I
just
fall asleep.
They just practice. Do they talk to you, or are they just practicing like at you? Do they give you like? Are you like the audience and they want feedback, or they're literally just like talking in your general vicinity?
Most of them don't even know that I'm here. If they touch me, then I scream at them, and they usually pee their pants and run.
Honestly, that
That's
sounds like a
entertaining.
great job. I was gonna say that sounds very fun.
Yeah, it is.
Perhaps you should offer your services then to them.
I think I have something stuck in my teeth. And I don't have teeth. I'm a door. I feel like I ate something gritty. Ugh. Ugh. Sorry.
Maybe if you keep your mouth open wide enough, it will fall out.
Well, I can't do that. I'm not supposed to do that because then just anybody could walk in and out.
Well, then you're stuck with that failing.
Do you think you could pick it out for me? You have arms and hands.
I'm not going to stick... Listen, you seem like a very nice door, but I've learned a lesson from, just traveling a bit. You don't just stick your hand in something.
I mean, I guess that's probably smart, but...
That's a
if you
good way to
stick your
get
hand
hit
in-
or cursed or,
Yeah.
something really nasty. And I don't know you very well, so you can say you won't bite me, but at the same time, that doesn't mean you won't.
That's true. You shouldn't trust me as far as you could throw me, and I'm pretty heavy. I do belong to Endolin.
Not very strong.
She didn't mention that you were coming up here, and you don't have the scepter. So
there's a scepter that opens the door.
Well, yeah, obviously. How else are you going to open a magical animated door?
Well, right, that makes sense, of course. And she, of course, keeps it on her person at all times.
No. She doesn't need the scepter. I just opened for her because she created me. She's my mother.
Oh, so then who usually has the scepter?
Sometimes stage fright. Sometimes that... Charmaine, she's such a peacock.
Oh.
Tired of having to hear her talk. You want a good nap? Listen to her act.
Oh! I could use a good nap, actually. Do you know where I might find her?
Shots fired, damn.
Not really. She and Stage Fright brought a lot of the actors up here and imprisoned them. And then she mentioned something about getting box seats and some popcorn to watch whatever was going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's really gearing up for some kind of... It seems like it's some sort of war play.
What's a box seat? Is it like a seat made out of boxes?
No, it's like the special box where they sit. There's you know, they sit
in the box.
Well, it's not a box. It's like... I don't really know. It's just a box seat. I've never been there. I'm always here. I don't really know. It's just seems like it's a nice
Are you aware
place.
of the things around you, or just yourself? Like,
I'm aware of myself, and I'm aware of, like, you know,
the wall around you.
I mean, you're standing right in front of me, so I'm aware of you. But if you were to walk down the hallway, I can't see you, and I'm only aware of the box seat because they were talking about going to the box seat and having box seats to whatever was going down.
Did you see where they went when they were talking about the box seats? Were they going, like, did they go down the stairs? Did they go up the stairs?
Well, they exited, and then they walked 5 feet away, and I couldn't see them anymore.
Oh, all right. That makes sense.
You know any jokes?
I do not. Jokes are not really...
Jokes?
Well, jokes are not really my thing. I could perform, like, music for you, if that's something that you're interested in. Or, what else could I potentially...
Wait.
Do you know any good sing-along songs?
Oh, I know a lot of very good sing-along songs. We do that all the time in the Spring Court.
Well...
You like singing?
Maybe. I'm a door with a mouth. There's not a lot of things that I can do.
But that doesn't mean you have to enjoy everything that you're capable of doing.
Depends on the singing, alright? It depends, you know... I don't need anybody singing about, oh, my heart is broken. Oh, like I'm searching for some great love.
Usually sing about happy things.
I like the body ones.
Oh, trust me.
Oh my god!
I've got you covered.
I like the ones that are full of innuendo.
Actually has taught me some really nasty songs, if that's what you're interested in.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of them mean, but I can certainly sing them.
Any of Sam's songs, and you've got it covered.
He'll have at it then. And if you're willing to, like, sing the body, like, songs to the door will listen. And eventually wants to, like, sing along with you.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, the mouth open.
Yeah. So I will definitely sing along with the door, but I am also going to summon some, like, mice.
Mm-hmm.
And tell them to start looking for whatever a box seat is, and keys.
Okay, so you can definitely do that and send them off.
Like a little tiny messenger type situation. Where is it?
I'm gonna flip us over to the rest of the group who are imprisoned now, in the prison. So...
Hey, girl. So,
hey.
I'm in prison.
It's me. I bet you're wondering how I got here.
I got here.
Yeah. So, within this prison, Immediately, you can see that there are 4 cells sealed by stone doors that branch off from the walls of this chamber, which itself is empty, but there's these stone doors. Yeah, there. I don't know if my pings are... I think I was on the GM layer. There's here, 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 and here.
Well, we're in here now.
And let's see. There are stone levers jutting from the walls next to the doorways. And each door has like a small little window, just like wide enough to like peek through. And they are all closed.
I'll go look at this one.
The top one there?
Yeah, I'll look there.
Okay. So who do we got? So, you look into this cell, and oh my god, please. You'd see that it's actually like not poorly outfitted. Like there's some nice little flickering lanterns like in the cell. There's like a bowl of figs on the table. There's gold embroidered like wall tapestries in the cell. In this particular one, you would see that there is a gnomish woman and a halfling man that are in there. The halfling man is just kind of like crying and just kind of like laying on the little bed that's in there, just like staring at the ceiling. The gnomish woman is like curled into a ball and just has like her face like buried in her hands and is just like sobbing.
Oh. Hello? Are you guys okay? Are you hurt?
No, it's like a glass like little window. It's not like open. It's like a little viewing.
Then
window.
I'll just use the lever and try to open the door.
Yeah, you can. And as soon as they hear the door opening, these two like look up immediately, and like they both kind of like cower back against the wall. And they're like, "No, please!"
It's okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Are you hurt? Are you guys okay?
The halfling man would say, I mean, we're not hurt. No, just we don't really know what's going on. We haven't eaten in a while.
Oh, I'll hand over some rations. We're here to get you out of here. We're saving you.
Saving? What do you mean saving me? What do you mean like?
All the prisoners. We gotta get the prisoners out.
Well, but we have. We're not supposed to. We can't really leave like we want to, but like we can't because we're in this. I made a deal with Endolin. I think everybody else here did too. And we're not really done yet, and she's kind of mad at us because we haven't been doing well in the performances. We can't really leave. Like, I'm worried about what'll happen if we do. She says that our bargain isn't fulfilled yet for most of us. They're here.
So you can't leave the property?
I don't know.
Well, what's the deal? What does the deal say? Can you, like, leave for a little bit and come back? Because you're technically not breaking your deal if you're coming back after.
Well, Endolin expects us all to work and perform at her theater for a certain amount of time, but I kind of realized that maybe it wasn't a good idea to agree to a year of servitude in a place where time doesn't pass like it does in the known world where I'm from. So I'm worried that if I'm not working for her, she's gonna do something and hurt me.
She's not gonna hurt you. We're gonna stop her. But I think the play is canceled. You don't have a performance today, so you're not breaking any rules by going and leaving the space for a little bit where it's safer.
I feel like you should maybe. Are you working for her? You're not working for her? It seems.
We're working to end her.
Oh. Maybe you should just like leave before bitter end, like gets you in one of her traps, because I mean, you think you're really clever when you're talking to her. She makes it seem like you're like really getting the good end of the deal, but I don't know. I don't
Can you
You go up to the side, like, yeah, no, that's really right. I didn't, but like I really thought about it.
I'm gonna start opening it. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not. Let's get everybody out first, and then we'll have a conversation. And I'm gonna start pulling levers.
Yeah. Ooh. Layer. Oh. Okay. Are you opening all of them?
Yes.
Okay, so you guys can open up these levers, these doors. There is
There she is.
a human man in this one, as well as a human who seems like they are maybe like non-binary. Down in this cell over here, you would see Oh yeah, this one has a human and a tiefling. This one has a human man down at the bottom, as well as a very like grumpy looking bugbear. And then in the bottom cell, you would see an elf, her face partially hidden under a sun mask, that's curled up on a divan, reading a book while sipping wine from a thin crystal goblet. Other items in her cell include a crystal decanter of wine and a bowl of figs on a small table, a gold-embroidered wall tapestry depicting a wooded elven realm, and a porcelain chamber pot decorated with gold filigree.
Well, she's
looking for you.
She's like Al Capone. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and she stops like mid-sip and like looks up at you and says, "Oh, hello. Can I help you?"
I think we've been looking for you.
Is that so? Who?
Your sister?
Who are you?
Is it Glister or she Gleam?
Gleam is the sister. This would be Glister.
Okay. Gleam? Says you were missing?
You've spoken with Gleam, and immediately like she rises up and rushes over to you. Is Gleam okay?
Is she at the medic tent, or did she go somewhere else?
Yeah, she stayed back in like the medic area. She's not fighting. Where is she?
She's just outside the castle, in an inn. She's safe.
Okay. I need to see her. I can't believe. Oh, I'm so glad that she's okay. Wow. All right.
Well,
thank you.
You're welcome. We might need a favor in exchange for getting you guys out of here. I don't normally ask for one, but this one feels important.
Uh-huh. All right. I mean, I like to take risks. Lay it on me. I just want to go see my sister. As long as you're not going to kill me.
No.
Or force me into servitude for.
We're going to protect you.
Love that. That's great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
But you representing a son would be really helpful. We gotta, I guess, artificially created an eclipse to end Endelin.
Oh. That is why she separated us. She's sort of weird about eclipses.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure.
Yeah.
Just point me at her. Yeah.
Well, okay.
I mean, if it's gonna help to, then yeah. I mean, I guess I'm fine with that.
Okay. Great.
Will there be anyone watching? Will we have an audience?
Oh yeah.
Oh, perfect. Amazing.
sipping wine and
Do we
a
want to
crystal
send
glass
somebody
and
to
a
go?
jail cell and then goes, I'm ready to perform.
Could we
Anyway.
send these guys to go back to the inn and get Gleam?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
send, like, Juniper could lead them there or something.
Yeah, if you want to have Juniper go and do that, she can do that. You can communicate that to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't be able to use her for any combat, but not until she's back.
Yeah. But when she's back, she would be back with Gleam, so that's when shit's popping off, hopefully.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, without Juniper, we still have we would still have the kids, the pixies, and the blink dogs, which is enough because we can only use three.
Three
per
anyway.
round.
Yeah. Can I try to convince these actors to follow Juniper to the medic tent inn?
Yeah, they are. I think they're like freaked out, but like the more that you like talk to them and explain like the full situation of what's happening here, you know, they're like, we'll try leaving, but you gotta like kill her expeditiously because she's gonna come looking for us. It's kind of like the vibe that you get.
Yeah. I'll like draw like a mini map on how to get out the tunnel, the secret tunnel, to get, because they just have to go down and then towards the back of the room.
Yeah, they just have to go down and then head to the little elevator, and but yeah, like they're, you know, they'll dip.
Yeah, we want them to dip.
Yeah. So they'll start heading out with Juniper escorting them.
Well, they can't yet.
Oh,
Can
right,
they?
because of the-
Yeah, because we
they
gotta
can't
wait
because of
for
the door.
Saoirse to deal with the door.
It's just solo mission, yeah.
So the bean. Let's bean. Let's get totally beaned, guys.
Oh. Oh, right, the bean. Yeah, I guess this would take a little bit of time to talk and sing.
So, roll me a D100, please.
Oh boy,
All right,
here we
buddy.
go. Oh boy.
What is the number?
Kristy.
No,
Oh,
you.
no.
Oh, honey.
29.
Oh, honey. Oh,
I don't remember
no.
which one it is.
Okay. So Saoirse, you're there like talking to this statue. You summon your mice and you're like, go figure out like what is a box seat, where is the box seat, where is the scepter? And then you start singing like body songs with this door that then starts singing with you.
Are we gonna traumatize Saoirse right now? Is that what's happening?
And then like the door stops singing and is like, oh, my teeth really hurt. What is that? Oh, and like the door like is immediately like forcibly like propped, like pushed open and basically like turned into a full opening as this like statue begins to like magically like form
Same
in
one.
the shape of Aurum.
Same one. 3 for 3.
Sorry, excuse me.
God, this
And so then there's just this like statue of Aurum that like springs up from this door, and like when it forms, it's like kind of like got like the feet like spread, arms up, and it is like an immobile and like statue that's just like holding the door up, but it's like has its back to you. And the group of you on the inside then see this happen, and immediately this statue like turns its head and looks at you, Aurum, and is like, "Hey, asshole, I'm gonna fucking slit your throat! I'm gonna tell all of those hags where you are, and I'm gonna make sure that they pummel you into dust, bro."
I don't know whether I should be upset that you're talking to me like this, or like impressed that you look so good. I don't know what's.
You're the most dastardly, disgusting villain that I've ever known, and I'm going to make sure that you are unwritten from history. Okay?
Oh my god.
Anytime anybody comes around, I'm going to tell them how fucking awful you are, and I'm going to make sure that if they know one thing, that you are the worst and that you need to die. All right? You're ugly, okay?
All right,
like
good.
crap. All right.
Good luck.
You're
Good
not
luck holding the
strong.
door, buddy. Good luck holding the door.
You know what? You're not strong. You're not tough. You're a terrible leader. You're gonna lead all of your friends and your
I'm
entire
gonna break this.
tribe
I'm gonna
to
break
ruin.
this statue.
No,
They completely
and you know what? The best part is that as long as you're here,
Wait,
I
wait,
will
I have an
always know
idea.
where you are.
I have an idea. I'm gonna keep talking to me. Keep talking to me.
The color of your fur looks like piss, all right? And your mane is all scraggly and
I'm
unkempt.
gonna take out
I
my
think you have
bedroll and just
fleas.
start like stuffing it into its mouth.
And while he's doing this, the back of the statue is to me.
Yes.
It looks like a statue made out of like stone, right?
Yep. It is a stone statue.
Okay, can I paint like a very large smiley face on his back?
Sure.
I thought you were gonna put it on his butt.
I also thought it was going to be on the butt cheeks.
Yeah, while this is happening, I'm just.
Wait, is he
gonna-
naked?
I'm just gonna
No.
slip out.
No.
Yeah, and you can, because like the statue, you definitely, for Dawn it's a little bit of a squeeze because of the armor, but like you guys can slip out. It's Juniper. Let's just. I feel like you guys probably would have left Juniper.
Yeah,
don't
she would have
think
been on the
she's
other.
like
No,
that.
yeah, she would have been on the other side with the
Down
pixies.
hallway. She's like having a bit of a hard time here because it's pretty narrow. So yeah, but like everybody can start slipping out if you would like.
This is definitely not how we were supposed to do this, but I guess go team.
But just
Let's
so
go.
everybody watching at
Let's
home understands,
go.
in most of the campaigns I've played with Kristy, I've gotten magic beans, and I often get the statue that hates me.
Mhm.
And I had joked at break time, what if I rolled the statue that hates me, and then I rolled a 29? So
Yeah.
And
Yep.
how likely is it to get the
21 to 30,
It's like
Okay.
a roughly
10%
10%.
chance?
10%.
10% chance.
Yep.
I see.
Yep. That's why when he's like, it happened, I was like, here we go again.
Well, like I said, we got the job done.
I'll instruct the people to go down. That they're going down.
Yeah,
Down and
they
out.
can.
Get them out, and go get the sister.
Sorry, there's somebody in the chat being a spammer.
I banned it already.
Oh, thank you. I just reported it.
Banned hammer.
But yeah, everybody will leave. Somebody roll me a history check.
I would love to.
Can I help?
I would love.
Sure.
I'll help because I also have proficiency, but you're probably higher.
Alright.
And with your help, we achieve a 22 instead of a 10.
Nice.
You recognize this bugbear, or rather, you have met somebody that must be like his twin or very close relative. There was the like security guy, Burley, who worked at the carnival, who asked you guys to help find his brother who was missing.
Oh,
And you're
yeah.
like, that's probably his brother. And when everybody else like shuffles out, like they're all ready to go, and he's just like kind of slowly like walks towards the door, very sullen looking, like very like has his arms crossed, and is just like has not talked, unlike the rest of the group. Doesn't really seem like interested in what's going on. Very like just like crestfallen, like very sad.
Hey, big guy.
Yeah.
You don't seem very happy for being broken out of prison. What's going on?
You know, you guys can act like you care. You can set us all loose. But when whatever you're doing here is all said and done, you're gonna show your true colors, and you're probably gonna screw me over just like everybody else. So, I'm not leaving. I'm gonna go back to my room. I don't know why Endelyn had to put me in prison up here. Just gonna go to bed.
Are you Burley's brother?
How do you know Burley?
He asked. Yeah, he was asking us if we could find you if we came across you.
You're lying. Why would Burley care about me? I'm just a dumb brute. Everybody knows it. He knows it. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light know it.
He seemed pretty adamant. He was upset you were gone. I don't think he thinks that way about you.
Roll a persuasion check.
I have to re-roll. That was a nat 20. Not bad.
Bad.
No,
Have
not-
I asked
Not bad.
if she rolls 2 nat 20s, does she have to re-roll the second one too?
Yeah.
That sucks.
She just can't crit.
I can't
That's
crit.
So sad.
So that's 26.
Okay.
But she got a big plus.
I got a big plus.
She got that big fat juicy plus. Yeah, so you give this like very earnest like explanation of like what happened with Burley and that he's like really misses his brother, and you can see that like Hurley like starts to open up a little bit, and like some of his like very closed off like aggressive like rigid body language begins to loosen up, and his like long arms come uncrossed, his knuckles like almost dragging on the floor. I really miss him, you know.
Of course. Why don't you follow the others to the inn, and we can hopefully get you back to him soon. After. There's plenty of rooms at the inn if you just want to be alone.
I want to be an entertainer,
Oh,
but I'm worthless and I'm terrible at it. But I guess doesn't matter anymore.
you matter.
Yeah, you're the first person to think that. Or I guess second, because Burley cares. That's about it. But I guess I'll go back to the inn.
What sort of entertaining have you tried to do?
Well, I was trying to be an actor here. You know, like Mr. Witch and Mr. Light always just made me clean up or gave me, like, you know, physical jobs because they never wanted to let me perform in the carnival. Came here and I thought, like, I could make it acting, but Endlin doesn't like me. I am not in her
here's
favor.
the thing: is that she doesn't seem like she's a very good judge of this sort of thing. So maybe don't take her opinion to heart.
I mean, she literally has plays going here all day, every single day. If somebody knows something about acting, I feel like it would be her. And it just
It's
kind of
quality, not quantity, that matters.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I don't even care anymore.
I could make 1,000,000 art pieces and they'd still be terrible.
Is he? Hey Vic, does he got magic on him? Is he under like a spell, or is he missing something?
You would get the sense that he is under the effect of like a magical deal, like with Endlin, but not an inherent magical effect.
Okay.
It's the same as what you're seeing on like the other people that are imprisoned here.
Okay. Well, hopefully when she's gone, he'll feel a little bit better. Is the hope.
I'm thinking that because she really likes tragedy, I'm thinking she kind of like makes everybody depressed.
Yeah. Like thrives off
Make
of
them
it.
all feel bad and like they can't do anything right because, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it like the monster's Inc. thriving on screams but thriving on depression?
Which would explain why our things are here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him like a little druid craft flower crown. Just like put it on his head.
Thanks.
Oh.
You're welcome.
He like you can see he begins like kind of like rubbing the back of his neck.
No. Oh.
Like he's like insecure.
Oh.
We'll find the right thing for you. Don't worry. Everyone's good at something, talented somehow. I'm sure we can find the right sort of performance for you.
I hope you have a long time to do that, because so far
Well,
I'm shit at
I am an
everything.
eternal being, so I have a very, very long time to do that.
That must be nice.
Well, I mean, there may be a pause if I fall into a semi-eternal slumber, but after that, we can start working together again.
Maybe. I'll just... Oh, I guess I probably caused a lot of trouble for Burley. I don't know, I'll follow the others, but... Whatever. Thanks for the flower crown, though.
You're welcome. Looks very good on you.
And, like, he definitely has, like, a little bit more spirit, but is, like, still very, like,
Yeah.
grumbly. And he will also, like, follow the group out, with Juniper. What would you guys like to do?
Well, I will say, Ego does make a comment just because it seems so relative to what Ego's gone through. Something along the lines of, it's not right to say that their sadness is manufactured, but it's definitely amplified based off of actual things that they're self-conscious about.
Yeah.
But does that mean... I just wonder what that means for us.
What do you mean?
For Clover and I. We lost something, and they even dangled it in front of me in my dream. I know it's here, and I bet you're feeling like yours is
Somewhere
closer.
here. Yeah.
And now that you're up here, Clover, you're like, it's like mouth-watering.
Can I feel like a pull in a direction?
Yeah, let me see.
I think Clover would also like state that when I lost my thing, depression was easier for her. It was easier to blame myself for the thing I lost.
I just thought it was my way of seeing the world and embraced darkness and melancholy and made art and magic out of it. So I just kind of wonder, when I actually get it back, am I going to be happy?
I think you'll still be you. Just lighter?
I haven't had it in so long. What if I don't like it?
Then you don't have to use it.
I think it's so a part of you. It's been apart from you for so long that you can't fathom it. But I think once it's back, it'll feel normal or better.
And you?
It would be nice not to be so unlucky, and I wouldn't feel as scared all the time. I hope I'm more brave when I get it back.
Clover, you've been really brave this entire time.
No, I just take all the fear and anxiety and like awfulness and put it in a box, and I just pretend it's not there.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Is it different? Is there a difference at that point?
Yeah, because
Bravery isn't a different emotion than being scared, you know? It is being scared and deciding to do it anyway.
But it's like really overwhelming. It's not just fear of like a storm, which sucks, but it's different.
Fear is fear, and doing it regardless doesn't change the fact that you were scared. The amount of scared you are also doesn't change anything. You're scared, but you knew that nothing was going to happen if you didn't do anything about it, so you did it. So you're brave.
I think her cheeks like turned pink a little bit.
But maybe depression won't be easiest.
Right.
Okay.
Looking for a direction. For that
so you
pull.
focus on that like sense of hunger.
Mhm.
It's like tantalizingly close. It's above you. You think if you go one more floor up from where you are right now, you're like, I know it's there.
Does the spiral staircase still go higher?
It does. It goes up more.
Yeah, I think Clover's gonna just instinctively like feel for it and then allow it to guide her.
Okay. And
Hey guys, look, our tokens are making a...
Oh, God damn it.
what is going on?
Well
Oh
spotted.
my God, hello? What's going on? Okay, there we go. Layer. So, yeah, Clover, you come over here. You emerge up here. Could you roll me a D100, please, Clover?
Sure.
So another statue of you just starts telling you all the things it hates about you, and it makes your depression so much worse.
Yeah.
So much worse.
It's a statue of your mom that says all of this horrible
No!
stuff.
She's broken. She's done for the rest of the game, guys. She's in a corner in the ball somewhere.
Chat.
Shattered.
Your mother insults you, and then you break down, and then Victoria looks you in the eye, Kristy, and goes, "Now disconnect from the Discord call and leave the server."
You're done.
You're done.
You're so done. 24.
Okay. So... Okay. Got news. I don't know whether it's good or bad. Is anyone... Are you guys following Clover up those stairs?
Yeah.
Not letting her go alone. Yeah.
Okay.
Leggy. Come around. Come around.
You emerge from this staircase and follow this little hallway down, and you find yourself on a balcony that is 20 feet above and is where like the base of that orrery was, and you're like looking directly into this device. The stone railing that encloses this ring-shaped balcony has like balusters that are shaped like hourglasses. You were told by Golmo that one of the two places where Endlin spends most of her time is reading the Orrery of Tragedies on the upper balcony. You walk through this little hallway and emerge onto this balcony, and these giant like metal arms with these like celestial like objects and strange glyphs written in them are spinning around with like these like motes smoking off of them. And as these little pieces of the orrery spin, and you slowly get a view of the balcony that is around here, you are alone.
Oh!
And Endlin is not here.
Ooh!
Which gives you a better idea of where she might be. But she is not here. Yeah, so you are looking at this little balcony, and on kind of like to your right, actually pretty close from where you emerge, there is a doorway, and that's where you're feeling that pull. And as you begin to head in that direction, I think that's where we're gonna cut it for the evening because it is late.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it is this time to pause for the evening.
I'm
So
gonna destroy the thing from up here.
You could.
you could destroy the thing from up here. Yeah. So yeah. We will get back to lost things and whatever lies beyond these doors next time. But in the meantime, thank you as always to my players for joining me on this weird little Feywild journey. Thank you to those of you that are watching now or in the future. Thank you to everybody in chat. I don't know what I did with my Twitch window. I think I closed it. But thank you for being active in the chat. We appreciate it. It's always nice to have people hanging out.
Yeah.
And giving chat rewards and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Don't forget to check out Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games and Sirenscape and Suncraft and our Discord. Am I missing anything?
Fandeliver and Below back again tomorrow night, 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Or 7 p.m.
Fandelver tomorrow. Check it out. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna give Michael so many chat rewards.
Oh boy.
Give him all of the GM chat rewards.
Oh no.
But yeah, does anyone have anything else?
I think that's it.
Alrighty. Well, the next time you're trying to get through a magical talking door, and then you summon a statue that just like verbally berates you, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus. And we'll see you back here next week.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye.